I think that's critical here. But I do believe we got Ferra on the side of Ashrah here from PointPrometheus. And Havik, character who got almost no changes here. Just a couple things, nothing too significant, but Jax is still there.
Yeah, and with that, Jax is now out of the field, well timed forward two from PointPrometheus and already getting the mid to go ahead and amp it up. And that is Ferra. Again, you can actually call upon Ferra in the air as long as you're considered airborne, and then you can go ahead and continue to use her, throw her out in the field like we see from PointPrometheus. Literally a 2-guess game here against Bustman. But okay, we're gonna try to see if we can catch up to here, but that 2-1 string is gonna clean it up.
I love the pump fake on that overhead there too. Like we had the little duck to avoid it anyways. It just, oh, it's so scary to deal with the delay pressure here from PointPrometheus. You got the teleport out. Oh, interesting. So wait a minute, do you put yourself in stun with Ferra and avoid throws here? Chat, I apologize. I've not had enough hours into Ferra quite yet here. I'm still recovering from Evo to try to get into this.
Yeah, so when Ferra is on you, you cannot block. So that is pretty much open territory for your opponent to come in. Now with that grab, I believe that was the command grab that you can actually like throw her out. But you have to land it. She does have a short and a far reach in that moment too. But it looks like Bustman really cleaning up right now and actually playing very smart. Does get hit by the ground pound, but the down two to finish out and stop that back forward two in the air from PointPrometheus.
Okay. Good answer back there. Is the low. We go into the torch stance here and press 3. We can send Ferra flying across the floor. Well, sliding rather. It's kind of gross in this room, all things considered.
Another launcher here from Bustman. Going to be able to block that back forward 2 armor. Not going to get the punish that they were looking for. But we are in projectile territory. But the mid actually reaches just in time, and that allows the crumpled state. And we're going to see the slide, but Bustman still has that armor thanks to the armored string.
All right, nice forward throw here. Overhead. Does get blocked, but Ferra comes through in the clutch. Pump fake, no challenge. There we go. Got a good one here. Nice little post from Bust. But we're not able to advance out of the corner. Not quite finishing the liftoff. Wonder if we stop short, maybe expecting fatal blow there, because that could have been nice. You're just outside of breaker range.
Yeah, choosing to use all of that meter for the Jax throw, but you're going to go for that overhead, but you don't have the health.
All right, we're going to see what the rest of the showcase has in store for Ferra here. PointPrometheus going down a game, but not too bad. I think it was just like a misconversion in the corner that really could have sealed out the game, because Bustman is certainly spending a lot on meter for that Jax throw.
I couldn't agree more with you. I think that drop in the fatal blow was not what they were intending and costed them the game and the round, but we are seeing a lot of clean conversions from them, but it's Bustman once again getting that launcher, and this is 31%. Usually we're used to, sorry, more than that, because thanks to the unblockable, and that's going to be set up from the full screen. Yep, there we go. Crumple state unleashed, and we're going to try to push all the way to the corner as well.
Ooh, very good to go for the light dash there to armor through the potential armor of Bustman here. And good luck trying to block Ferra. Pump fake again, down 1. We got the challenge and fight our way out with Goro ball. Nice scoop. Let's keep this combo going.
And once again, that unblockable setup is about to happen. The projectile to also cover you. That projectile able to stop you from doing that back forward to armor move, which is one of the best armor moves to try to avoid that unblockable setup, but enough to get it done. So Bustman already up on the first round of the second game.
Down for it. Oh, good. That crumple state again here for PointPrometheus. Ferra wants to have a word. Overhead attempt. We got the armor right through. Good call out there. And we did have Jax unblockable on backup there as well, just in case.
Yep, you're going to have to hold that projectile. That was used as a meaty, but we got the launcher going here for Bustman. Going to put PointPrometheus back on that corner. And you were caught pressing buttons with these meaties. And the back 3 also catching as well. It's going to be a full launcher and forcing PointPrometheus to use the break. It is 1 single hit confirmed. And there it is. We're going into fatal blow to clean it up. Still maintaining a consistency and pressure once that turn has been received back.
Yeah, that's totally a fair point. And even still, like, Bustman's been doing great going for these combo extensions with Jax. Actually, Khameleon switch back here. PointPrometheus opting for Kung Lao. What's tried and true, but still gonna get the dunk unblockable setup here with the meter burn from Havik.
And again, that projectile helps cover any attempt for PointPrometheus to try to use an armor move to get out of that situation. That's really the only answer for that unblockable, and that's going to be a full launcher for the corner. But we're going to try to beat the armor. We don't have enough hits to do so, and that's a back throw. Back in the corner you go. As PointPrometheus goes down the round and Bustman on potential set point.
I mean, that's an excellent way to end the round right there too. Has that perfect corner position, can kind of keep the opponent locked down. Nice punish. I think that was the back 4 attempt there from PointPrometheus.
It's interesting to see PointPrometheus go for Kung Lao. Usually you wouldn't see an Ashrah go for Kung Lao. More for like a Serena for that extension and hit, or even Khameleon. So I see why PointPrometheus may want to go for it, but it's just not been working out right now.
Right. Nice block on overhead, but low hat.
I like the
points
there. Okay, slight duck.
Oh! Oh!
That's why! We're gonna see another Ashrah on the screen as well, so hopefully we will get to see a little bit more of Ferra and how she can work in that kit.
Yes, indeed. And on the opposite side, Wits with the tried and true Raiden, but this time around with Sektor. And Sektor, you know, a cameo that I tried pretty early on with Smoke here. And I love the set play possibility that you can get with this character. A little bit different sauce of lockdown here. You know, you're not going to get the double Kano knives that we're usually seeing, or even like the Kung Lao set play. We're going to see a couple hidden missiles come through for Sektor, plus that uppercut being available as a quick little ambush. We'll see how Wits plays this out.
Yeah, I would say that this is probably one of Raiden's better cameos because of the missiles themselves and how much of a tough time it can be because you have to guess between the low or the overhead. But we also see octonwoomy with the Janet cage. Now, Janet hurts a lot, but there's the double missiles like we were hoping to see. And again, those safe strings keep Wits very much safe, but these pokes have just been out of this world as if they're going to lose to the projectile.
Yeah, I mean, a couple excellent ducks there from Octon. That's the unfortunate thing about Raiden. A lot of high starters here, so you go for that forward two to really kick things off at that mid. But now you have, ooh, nice down 4. You do have Sektor to help you out, so you get the, like you said, the Sektor situation will make things a little bit safer for you. You can try to teleport as well, set it and forget it. And if your opponent's not paying attention to that meter there, the cameo meter, but I'm certainly going to pay attention to Runner Adams, the $5 contribution to the match. Radio saying, let's go, and we certainly will. Good blocks.
Mid checks and then the forward 2. That's still your turn. But a good response here from Wits. It wasn't necessarily a punish as octonwoomy trying to more than likely go for the next button. And again, that overhead as the missiles cover try to confuse you. You do get hit by the uppercut though, and Janet Cage is going to keep the combo going just a little bit though.
Yeah, this is a full spam for that double jump punch here. Nice stagger. Electric Cell certainly going to seal the deal for at least a round. Strong life lead for Wits that round, but down 4, getting that little counter poke, but a big commitment there to the Electric Fly. I wonder if we were betting on a duck potentially. We didn't get the Sektor summon. We saw that earlier on in that first round where Wits would go for Electric Fly and add that Sektor summon, so that way the missiles would be kind of set it and forget it.
Oh, we got the launcher though, thanks to the discharge. Gonna be able to go for the low full string and then go for the armored Electric Fly, but the Sektor missiles also hitting twice again. That leaves you so close to hit. Okay, drop the combo though.
That's a big drop. We're talking about 40% damage if we would have committed there.
Not want to be dropping this combo, but we got the whiff on the throw. However, octonwoomy does have breakers, so we're going to be able to use that as a last minute effort to see if we can take back this round. Electric Fly coming back in, the overhead plus the double missiles. You're still so plus on hit that you can continue the combo, and we're going to be able to see Wits go into full fatal. We're going to see the movie.
I wanted to see it in the first place, you're gonna let me. But honestly, that earlier spend on Fatal Blow was actually pretty smart to make sure we were gonna guarantee that meter burn on the breaker. And that's why we didn't go for a full, just regular bread and butter route that would have done way more damage, right? It was just to make sure we get that call out, because Fatal Blow will be a resource we get back over time, so long as we survive here. And Wits felt comfortable being able to spend that fatal blow to just rip away a breaker opportunity from Octon.
I agree with you 100% on the decision for the breaker. What I love about MK specifically is we've gotten to a point as players, and I mean rightfully so, right? The game is about to be close to a year now. At this point, the fact that we're able to really identify situations and we go for these like baited breakers to then be like, okay, I just need that one hit and I'm good to go. I have my own meter. I have a minimum of 2, which will definitely secure the kill. Let's go. Let's just try to open you up. And again, with those sector changes, those missiles are really potent, and you're gonna see a lot of Raidens go for that cameo because of it.
Double jump punch again. Already over to the east side of the screen, and nice little counter poke. No follow through, too far away for it, but these ducks, Octon is really looking for it right now.
Ooh, I love this pressure. You are having to guess whether or not you're going to get hit by the mid or going to get throw looped in this corner. But the discharge after the down 1 poke is going to be enough for Wits to get out and do a teleport as well to apply pressure. Teleport again, you got hit by the missile, and that's another launcher on the side of Wits, who's going to go for the electrify and try to prevent that 3rd bar from building up to go then into fatal blow.
Yeah, very quick spend on that fatal blow here. Mash for your life. You're certainly going to need it because that was a quick 4-4.
Oh my goodness. Very nice. That was so smart. Great meter awareness. I love that.
I mean, that's 2 times now that Wits has had that awareness across the board here. Not only just their own fatal blow presence, but how Octon is likely going to spend meter. I think that's so critical in this match right now, that Wits is removing options from Octon. Now, we're going to have to really force Octon to go for break, and we already got the meter burn on that one here, so good start for Wits, but that's always going to be at the back of your mind as you start mounting this offense of, do I try to bait out the break, or does Octon know at this point that I'm going to look for it? And as your life lead dwindles away, that becomes harder and harder of a bet to make.
A little bit of a mixed territory right now with that overhead vortex. We're gonna flawless block the duck on the forward too. There's that force in the breaker right there, and thanks to the double missiles, that's also gonna stop that uppercut from hurting more than it needs to. But the mid check after the teleport and the overhead again, and another one just for your troubles to punish your down 1 poke.
Final round that we got going here. Yo, the armor through. Okay.
Want to try to get that armor. This is also that back throw that's also going to be able to combo thanks to the missile going out after the Sektor summon. The overhead, the missile does interrupt it, but look, this is all hit advantage that's on the side of Wits, who is looking so solid. Gonna back away just a little bit just in case, but goes for that down 1 check, gets hit by the overhead, and then the Janet cage coming in to also get some damage.
Yo, round this out, Wits. You got this. Holy guacamole. Good round. Alright, so we're up 2-0 right now, and it's double feature today, Shaletta. It's not on the main channel anymore. It's just a launch day celebration for SVC Chaos. So we're still gonna have back on the main Tampa Never Sleeps channel. It's not gone. We're not gone. Don't worry.
There's just so many good fighting games happening right now that we gotta share the love.
Too much coming out, which is a good thing. It's oddly, the renaissance of fighting games here.
Couldn't agree more with you. I love it, especially after Evo. It's so funny. I was like, I was telling everyone, yo, Grand Blue got updated, Uni got updated, Strive got updated, MK got updated, and everyone's like, you're really feasting right now, Saki. I'm like, yes, I am, because I play all those games.
Yes, indeed. Seriously, there's so much to look forward to, especially even with this patch alone. Double Scorpion is an interesting pick here. Octon, that's going to be representing here.
And in the movie outfit as well to boot. Is this the movie outfit?
No, this is not the movie. This is the Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 outfit.
Ah, okay.
We haven't got the movie outfit Scorpion yet. What's going on?
It's in the shop. It's in the shop, Zero, I think.
We have Sub-Zero.
Oh,
And-
Sub-Zero, Smoke,
yeah.
and Reptile. Yes,
Yeah,
you're right,
yeah.
you're right, you're right, you're right. Oh, beautiful low into the spear. That's going to be a full hit confirm. And again, with the Scorpion double, that's also a new move that Scorpion has that you can do the Hellfire and be able to not block this discharge, though. And again, Wits on that Fatal Blow territory. Just needs that one singular hit. Down one check, there goes the back throw. That is going to be that hit there thanks to the missile launcher. No, he got the combo!
I love the idea. It's there. I see it. I know that works, Wits. I know.
Ooh. Okay, using that Scorpion Spear to avoid the missile, but there goes the low. octonwoomy having the right idea, but just not the execution as Wits survives 2 health points and into set point.
Leave that overhead. Yo, I love that we're getting bounce off missile.
I do too. Like, this is probably one of the best cameos since Raiden's nerfs, actually. Probably one of the better ones for sure.
Teleport with watch out. Yep, I heard it. I heard the missile. See, that's so tricky too. You gotta pay attention to the resources of the opponent there. That cameo bar goes down. You gotta know there's something in the background hunting you down. And I love how sneaky Wits is about it too. We're not going for the hard lock missile. It's just the missile send, so it goes from the last known position. And if you don't hear that subtle explosion, you're gonna miss out on it.
Beautiful spear that actually caught Wits on the recovery, but drops the combo. Gonna be able to block the electric fly here. A little bit of some connection issues as those missiles come out, but we're gonna still see Wits stay strong on the defense and wait patiently to try to whiff punish once again. We are in that Fatal Blow territory. octonwoomy is very, very close to that third bar. We're gonna be able to get the launcher and tie it up on this third game.
Yeah, I wonder if that moment of pause there. Hopefully it wasn't affecting the players, just on our end. Let's get the 3-2. Here we go. Nice. And immediate recognition on missile launch there.
Yeah, I love the adaptation to that. That was that's been really key here for octonwoomy.
Nice block there. Back 4. Not quite sneaking out any of these ambush attacks here from the Scorpion cameo, but we got the launcher. Octon opting, or excuse me, Wits opting for a massive amount of damage for that combo in the corner. Duck!
Ooh, that was really good there for octonwoomy. Very much needed.
Oh,
but
no!
the spear's gonna get punished, and that is all that Wits wrote. Gonna be able to solidify the win 3-0. So that already eliminates Nitara's full-on game plan to be able to use the movement for the air. Now with Ferra, there's a lot to work with here because you can technically launch Ferra like this and be able to actually come close and try to make you guess.
So scary. All right, that dive kick, honestly, seeing it live is just, it's so good. Just well done on this change, for real. This is not sarcasm. I promise you, Chad, it's not sarcasm. Like, I'm here for this buff right now.
Ooh, the stare down, the respect from both.
Float? Oh, what a challenge, though, from Killaaken.
Meterless, gonna be able to put Ferra on her back and then throw her out again. We're gonna see those dashes. That was another change as well. So, Nitara can actually go for a dash and she can have a buffer now when it comes to her dashes and landing on the ground. But Ludi is able to clean it up very nicely. The patience. Again, if you can definitely lock down and stop Nitara's game plan in the air and remain grounded, this is a good match for you.
Just the way she moves now is so cool. Like, I think this is potentially Nitara just fully realized at this point of how she can keep up with the rest of the cast. And I think that's where her shortcoming really was. Like, she had like a great kit, maybe a little bit better, and we see that out of the dive kick being buffed here, but movement was certainly the forte for this character. It just didn't really get a lot of utilization. Now here we are. Outside of like a couple players that were really expanding upon that, right? But fourth throw, 50% life lead right now for Ludi. How did you play that fireball pressure? There's your low. Don't you jump.
Yeah, as you can see, Ludi utilizing that air fireball, but we have the dive kick, and we're using that bar just in case Ludi was gonna block. Now this is gonna go into fadeable. I believe this should be about 50, if I'm not mistaken, after Nitara hits you. And again, all from the dive kick. No, 47, very close to it. And then again, that low being safe and very active. Ludi canceling a little too early, was trying to get the hit confirmed, but that air fireball coming in clutch.
Lift off here. There's a low hat for safekeeping. Ludi closes it out. Nice. A 4-1.
Nicely done, Ludi on the board.
Yeah, still, again, like you said, this matchup being so tricky for Nitara because that instant air fireball, hitting at that perfect mid-screen to not only snipe the head, but also catch a jump. You know, Killaaken certainly had a strong start, especially with the aerial movement, but once Ludi kind of got like the cadence of how Killa was going to approach this matchup, I think we kind of locked it in.
I couldn't agree more with you. It's you're dealing with Ludi, who's a very experienced and I would almost say veteran player at this point, versus a character that, you know, already on paper this matchup is a very struggling matchup, but hopefully we can see a little bit more. You know, another thing too, Zero, is the 1050 health, so Ludi has to hit a couple more times than he's probably used to because of the fact of that health buff.
Yeah, it's interesting that I like the slow pace that they took to get Nitara to this point, to see if that change to the self-damage that you do for the blood sacrifice was really going to, you know, be a little too much or too little on that health point. Now that they buffed health, it's another opportunity to reevaluate how much that self-damage is inflicted off of the blood sacrifice. But a beautiful up block from Ludi.
Gonna be a full launch too after that teleport. So we got the side switch and we have corner. It's gonna be the forward throw to also whittle down that health and pressure, but without response here. And thanks to the 1-2-4 string being cancelable, we're gonna be able to see the full-on results of that. And then the hard knockdown tried to get Ferra on top, was just a little too out of range for the hitbox to get it done. But again, both players right now in Fatal Blow territory with the active frames on the slide going out.
Just the pose that Ferra makes. She just slides into the TNS like, I'm gonna take you out at the knees, kiddo.
She's such gremlin energy. I think that's another reason why I really enjoy her. It's just that she has this energy of like, I'm a nuisance. Of course I'm gonna be able to take you out and make things a problem for you.
Why'd you say it like the TikTok meme? That's gonna, we're nuisances. Of course we're gonna take you out.
That's a good TikTok idea. Thank you, Zero. I'm gonna use that one later.
No problem. Free social media ideas coming here from Zero on TNS.
All right, good breaker. Yep, there from Killaaken.
Oh, what a dive! All right.
I believe Ludi is gonna be able to try to go for the max damage possible. Again, Sindel not having the full-on damage like she would have with Kung Lao, but that is just a hair fireball that's gonna work in his favor as Ludi goes up 2-0.
I see what you did. Hair fireball. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
Yeah, see, this is why I love commentating with you, Zero, because you get my dad jokes. You get.
I got it. I gotta say, Ludi, that combo was really cool. I was actually grinning ear to ear as you did that combo. It looks cool. Well done. Bravo. You get respect points from me, even though we don't get it for you respect points on the stream. That's unfair. We should have given points for you on that one.
You know, something that I'm really loving about Ludi, and this is kind of like the discussion that I have quite often when a lot of people were complaining about Nitara. You make Nitara worse in terms of fighting against her on how scared you are of her. And Ludi is really standing grounded and really ready for some of these, I wouldn't say gimmicks, but some of the new stuff that a lot of people would get hit from when they're being introduced to Ferra, since she's just, what, a day old at this point?
Right.
So, really props to Ludi for the really good defense.
Absolutely. So here we are with Kung Lao still showing up. Goro this time with Tanya. And we're probably going to see some of those changes here with the stomp into run. We'll see if Killa gets that opportunity because Ludi is in complete control. Nice. Baton twirl. I think we're going for that 4-1. Wow, the down one interrupt here, shutting down Goro, so no follow-up there.
Now the halfway point for Goro is there. We got the anti-air, which was beautiful. And we're gonna get the low as well, plus the launcher. And I'm curious if we're gonna go into the full fatal blow. Yes, we are.
Just outside the breaker. We still pushed it just in case.
I feel like it's still scaling, but we'll see here in just a second. Yeah, still not dead, but Killaaken in a really good health position right now. Just needs to be careful of the back one, and that is what all Ludi needed.
Gracious. That Maxwell Rage on the Lush Shaker is just so devious. Nice anti-air pickup from Killa. Very good.
Still hit by the active frames on the Khameleon hat, and that is going to be full combo here for Ludi. Oh, we broke the armor on the chandelier kicks as well. Good call out there.
Good block, and again the down one to call out the turnaround here. Goro just going to be down and out for a bit as we get the scream, restand, and finish this out. Ludi with the brutality, 3-0 victory. Cover the showman.
So I figured BWood would go with the General Shao and Ferra because BWood has been someone that has been trying to introduce the new cameos on the first week. Now, Zero. Kang and Goro is going to be pretty disgusting, but we're not going to talk about that just yet, as BWood just starts off the round with the Ferra slide and then gets the Shao overhead. This is one beefy boy, by the way, 1250 health, and all this damage for you to be able to enjoy.
I can't believe they let Ferra get more health. Like, what are we doing here? She's terrifying. But nice pickup. Like you said, the Goro changes also helping out. 50%. Nice. Got the enhanced Dragon Tail. So, not get punished quite yet. 4-4. Let's get this beautiful starter back 2-3.
So I just want to say Nehhero really showed off those Goro changes. As you can see, it creates this like very much vortex of the punch walk. And then not only that, there's no scaling. So you are doing 50%. Now, any other character, that would have been really, really scary. But it's really better against Shao, who's already a tank as it is. And again, a 2-touch hit after that interaction. And Nehhero wins the first round.
Very good turnaround. I mean, Kang already had exceptional routing here and damage output. But I think partly with Goro now, it certainly helps Kang to continue that offensive pressure with normals. Like, you already have zoning. It's the normals right after that you can play that guessing game. But neutral jump, bad anti-air attempt here.
Yep, and there goes that hit confirm onto the low as well. It's gonna literally be the grab as the meaty, and then BWood also throws closer to the side for Nehhero.
Final round.
Indeed.
Fight.
Dunk.
Spacing does avoid Goro. Goes for the launcher, however, and Nehhero waited patiently. Gonna get the teleport and your hit confirm plus the back throw.
There, good respect. That was a big swing and a miss, and Nehhero gonna get the throw. Wow, Kang with a back throw, no teleport. How often do you see that?
Not very often. Not very often. I'm so used to seeing the Khameleon teleports right after and then seeing 20% off of a throw, but it looks like Nehhero's opting for that. We wake up with the dragon kicks.
For back 4. Have to be so careful. The Ferrator lift off! And we have Fatal Blow available.
Oh, we're not going to use it. We're going to go for the command grab instead, which was probably the better choice because of the armor. Very nicely done. Very good comeback there from BWood as well. And technically 2 checkmates. Again, you know, Fatal Blow because of the 950 health against Nehhero.
Right.
And a good choice to go for the command grab. Choose to spend it all for that armor.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, to make that victory ever assured, right? Just in case if it is that wake up opportunity, because we've seen Nehhero opt for the wake up back 4, back forward 4. Let's see how the rest plays out though. Nehhero still sticking with Goro.
Your armies, General.
This isn't war, Liu Kang. It's personal.
It's always personal between these two.
Someone's grumpy.
Fight.
Always.
I like the line between Shao and Reiko. Like, can you believe Liu Kang is our god? Like, I know, dude. Like, oh, jeez. All right, so EX Dragon Lash, of course, too far away for punish.
Oh! So you can get the command grab from Goro right after the throw, and then be able to launch with that. That was so smart there. From
That was
Nehhero.
absolutely cool. I wonder what that looks like in a corner situation, because then we're talking air combos. So many possible juggle. All right, all right. This match is looking wild here.
There's a little bit of that conditioning from trying to block the slide all the time, but unfortunately the launcher was just too close to the corner, and we're still active frames here with those kicks. Then we're gonna go for the low dragon, so that low profile of the launcher, and then we're gonna get another launcher from the dragon's tail and a sweep to boot it. So Nehhero pressing all the buttons, and it's all in their favor because you're the god of fire.
Does it count as a whole new character if I change my Liu Kang striker team to Liu Kang Goro? Am I allowed to do that for this season, or do I have to make a whole new squad? You know, this is looking pretty fun.
Oh my gosh, 54% off of that punch walk. That's so good.
Jeez! With an anti-air BWood, gonna get the lift off, full extension. What a trip. Not again.
I think I would have done it. I would have 100% done another one.
Yeah,
Just to
third
see.
one. Just for the mental damage, if anything else. Let's take the round. Just keep doing it over and over until it gets blocked. Just... Alright, nice low Ferrator launcher.
You are struggling to block that low. You're gonna expect it. There goes the command grab as well right after. And then the kicks for 4. But here we go, another 50%er. This is gonna hurt here for BWood. And again, this is Shao, so the tankiness does help. That was 64%, by the way. So
Yeah.
even more than before.
I love it. Shao getting bullied by Goro Liu Kang, Yuji Nanami style. Oh no.
Dragon's still launching.
Jeez. Actually, I don't even think we got plus frames on that one either. Like, it just whiffed entirely. BWood able to get the down one challenge. No lift off there.
There goes the grab. 3% of health.
Oh.
Let's go for the air fireball.
Jump in! Are you kidding me?
No! He went for the bicycle kicks instead of the jump kick. Oh, I was so scared that those active frames were still active. Because that slide is very, very much active still for a good while.
You just see the single touch here. Do we get it? Oh my goodness, the flow right above the shin breaker here. BWood goes down. Nehhero puts on a game.
That was so scary. That was so, like, both of them were at 1.1% of health. Just 1%.
Yeah.
Slightest touch of either one. And again, I really want to point out that the slide on Ferra has so much active frames that even if you block, you're still feeling it, right? So the fact that Nehhero was able to avoid it every time it was thrown out in that round, towards the end, was great. And using the air fireball to stay in the air as much as possible.
That was critical too, especially on that last one, because I think it was still very, very active. And Nehhero finding a way to navigate around. There we go. Another fireball here. Goro's just not hitting these marks here at all.
I think that's probably Nehhero's biggest issue at the moment, is that those plus frames can't be enforced, so you can't necessarily continue to do your kicks as much as you would like. The delayed wake up does avoid the axe slam at the very least, but you still need to fight your way out of this corner.
Okay. Certainly trying. We're gonna get launched off into the stratosphere though. Yeah, no escape here.
Round 2. Fight.
And already, this is the scary position to be in against General Shao, right? You're trying to bully your way out. Kang certainly has the normals to do it. He likes to win a lot of these down 1 wars. You do have that pressure from Goro still going into Kang's favor. Full meter burned on cameo assist here. So we're not going to see the block for a while. But I think for a character like Kang, that's kind of okay because you're ending in safe situations anyways. Just kind of going for those mid pokes, but great combo from BWood here.
41% also hurting very much. These tech throws have been amazing, and again, there goes Goro going out, not missing, or rather missing the mark completely and not landing on the target. And BWood able to secure the 2nd point that they need in this 3rd game.
I mean, that final round was certainly all in the favor of BWood there. Like, once you got that corner position, not letting Nehhero out, like, that was all BWood and General Shao.
I love watching BWood's Shao because I would definitely say that when you want to look at what Shao does, BWood does an excellent job at showing off. And one of the other reasons, again, I've mentioned this before earlier, it's the fact that BWood explores these different cameos compared to your standard Shaos that will tend to go for whatever's in the meta. I've seen BWood really show, okay, I'm feeling comfortable with this new cameo that just came out. Oh, I want to try out this new cameo for it. We're going to also get the change up here from Nehhero to the Jax, which is interesting.
Yeah, it's not normally a pairing we get to see all that often here, and you know, there is certainly some value to it. You do have the unbreakable. Launchers aren't really going to be you know, your go-to, right, to go for those backbreakers. But it's this situation here. We go for that ground pound, you get the air fireball, you don't get knocked down, you can still kind of catch your opponent. The jump in. And to your point earlier about the cameos, like really exploring across the cast, you're going to see like a higher caliber player who is comfortable in switching cameos and really mastering their character, but covering certain matchups with cameo, I think is also going to be a great boon to players like BWood and clearly Nehhero here.
And that low hit confirm into the Ferra slide has been helping BWood so many times. Now Nehhero though is gonna cash out on this fatal blow. Won't be able to kill, but it'll be enough damage where we can definitely go for that one interaction to seal the deal. What I love about this too is that Jax also adds the health, so Nehhero can take those guesses from the low and the overhead a couple more times compared to before, where it was a lot harder to do so.
Right. And with that life lead, you're trying to run away here. You can play that zoning game like you did earlier. Oh no!
Oh, that was disgusting, and that's just because of how the hitbox of that jump too is so good for Shao.
Absolutely. And it's also, that was a jump in earned by BWood for walking down Nehhero, and Nehhero knew they had to take an action here in that situation to try to walk forward to interrupt the approach. Got the early break so he can try to get on a throw a little bit faster. Jeez, avoiding jump 2 here.
Block to avoid the chip. And again, the low slide. You have to kind of hold that. You could try to poke through it, but you still are opening yourself up to it. There goes the dragon kicks, and we're gonna knock out Jax before he could go for the ground pound. The overhead from BWood.
I love it. I love it. This character. Why did they give 150 health for this character? Why would they do this?
We need it. We need
What
it.
do you
We're
mean we
playing
need it?
Brutal and we need it. We need it. Listen here, Zero. I swear to God. I swear to God. Don't you nerf that. Don't you nerf that health.
I'm still looking forward to see the rest of the matches there.
But this is interesting. So Unjust using Ferra in this with Homelander, and we have about 350 on the Mileena and Jax train at the moment too.
Okay. Interesting. Not opting for the Khameleon, which is over the pair that we see quite often with Mileena here. But I do like that we're going for this Mileena ball, does avoid the ground pound and take to the skies above. It's so easy because you go for Ferra's stance, and Homelander floats quite often, so I'm not surprised for this pairing.
Not at all surprised either. I do love that Bout 350 has already tried to establish somewhat of a health lead, and again, it's because of the Jax ground pound to open up the MightyUnjust. Now we do see those lasers. I love that instant air ball to stop the flight grab. But again, the lasers is what's going to keep in check. We're going to jump over it, cancel, and then we get the overhead. Because we're airborne, we're going straight into Fatal Blow. We're not even going to give you a chance to build up that meter before we go for it.
Jesus Christ, that first hit did so much damage.
I feel like every patch has been, or every update that has brought a character has brought in a theme, and I feel like the theme of this newest patch is all about the damage, all about no scaling. This is what happens when you want to play MK and you're playing a Kusoge MK.
Yo, we are playing a tag fighting MK. We are playing the true essence of what tag fighters are, right? You make a mistake, you can pay the price for it substantially. We got the up block, no follow-up there. Oh, ran into it. That's kind of your fault there, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Using it down 3, trying to get that stand 1 just in case we can get a spacing, but the slide of Ferra, MightyUnjust is gonna get huge value off of this, and we're gonna get another launcher from Ferra, but this time about 350 is gonna respond and try to even up the health here.
Yeah, we'll get the 50%. We're gonna reset for damage here before we end up spending the fatal blow. Nice, but the tech comes through.
A little bit scary to back up, but yep, that tried to flawless block, but it was multiple hits as well, so MightyUnjust is gonna take this first game.
Yeah, you had about 350 left in health before we got lasered here in MightyUnjust. Like you said, coming on top, and you know, this pairing is just absolutely insane. I did actually get to see that moment. The Sonic Fox moment was there for that one.
I did enjoy that in terms of like how we panned away from it, but then you got to see that that personality of Sonic. And that's one of the things that we kind of, I feel like when we look at a lot of like these majors, that's the one thing to look forward to. It's the personality. Like, have fun while you're on that stage there. Yes, it's stressful, but this is probably one of the places where you can really show off that, like, who you are. You know, you're
exactly
spooky, you're going through it.
And it doesn't matter how old you are. Look at Hayao and that personality, just having a good old time playing Third Strike.
Favorite player of that weekend.
Winner of Evo in all of our hearts, quite honestly.
For sure.
No one can stop me.
Alright, I believe that was a up block, so that did a little bit more damage too. And then again, I love that we're seeing the Ferra launches off of these airborne states. However, we're not hit confirming, so that's gotta change very quickly. Hopefully with the damage reset, we'll see a little bit of that.
Ooh. Laser wins out in that projectile war. Got the side swap here. Just back to the mid screen, probably going for another high attempt. Grab Ferra, able to get the assist, but we drop out a little bit early. Damage is done already though. We got the lift off, and MightyUnjust still maintaining control despite a couple. No. No.
I didn't know he had another one. That's interesting.
No.
He has multiple cans of milk, or bottles of milk, better said, but to be able to get the hit confirm that MightyUnjust was looking for, that was going to be a safe float.
Jeez, good launch.
Hard knockdown. He's going to wait patiently for the teleport. Was
Yup.
able to use the flight cancel to avoid it.
That is great counterplay here too. I mean, honestly, Homelander is so built for this aerial superiority here between Ferra attempts and even avoiding jacks for this ground pound, like this defensive option that Treat Fitty has.
Those kicks very potent. And be able to get the low laser and then seal it off with the full projectile laser. And MightyUnjust goes up 2-0 at the moment. I like what Treat Fitty has been doing with Mileena. I just feel like this is probably just not very familiar with how the matchup's going. And not being able to recuperate after a knockdown, because if you notice, we get the about close to 48 to 50% of damage that's capable with jacks, but we don't establish that pressure in the corner. We don't establish that offense. Instead, we kind of back up from it, and I feel like that's costed about Treat Fitty every single time.
Yeah, you bring up such a good point here too. It's so difficult to keep up with Homelander, especially with these flight cancels, trying to take care of these highs. He's so difficult to keep up with, even despite some of these changes that he's received. And a lot of it, like I said, just maybe a few fixes here and there, but he does have like some changes to his diabolical dash in particular. A lot of it just fixing, just normalizing the character. So for the most part, playing relatively the same outside of like a couple wonky interactions that we had in the previous build.
Beautiful launcher, and this time we're gonna see that hit confirm that we were looking for from the MightyUnjust earlier. Still get hit by the counter. We're gonna get the teleport and the full corner domination. So here we really want to see BWoodTTV 350 establish this corner pressure, get the sweep. Don't try to back off too much because that's where you start seeing MightyUnjust get comfortable with the projectile range. Beautiful.
Very good, very good.
Round 2. Fight.
So going to this round 2. I mean, what a way to fight back out of that corner even. You know, because it could have been that strong lockdown that we've seen from Unjust in that previous game. Ground pound on the way. We already got liftoff. I love that setup because no matter what, we're going to get that launcher here. Unless if you jump, which even then, you're going to get anti-air for that teleport.
The other good thing too about that ground pound as well is that you're not losing your cameo bar. So because Jax is still out in the field, he is recharging. So it's basically how you want to be able to cover yourself and be able to solidify that focus, right? So we knocked out Jax with that low kick, and now we just have to establish the health lead and keep at it and just try to seal for the kill here or keep MightyUnjust away.
So we try to make that runaway game. Like a block on Beam. But we are whittling away at health. It's not going to be a lot available. We do get the connection here on the toss side. And ground pound still an option, trying to protect Jax as long as we can. But MightyUnjust still presses that issue, puts it in a fatal blow.
He's gonna do, and that should do it actually, just because you're so close to that fatal blow area where it just kills clean. Now we'll tie up this round with MightyUnjust on the potential set point here. Let's see if BWoodTTV 350 can fight back a bit and try to get on the board.
Boom. Again. Just really finding the mark quite often here.
Oh, I like the attempt. Because I was thinking about that. I was like, you could try to go for that ball roll moment. You see MightyUnjust moving back and forth quite a bit. It would take a really good reaction timing to try for it. But if you're too far, you're going to end up not getting that mark, not even on the block string. So you're going to get fully punished for it.
It beamed full range. Yeah, I mean, the spacing control that MightyUnjust kind of just commands here in this matchup in particular. Like, we're trying to, make that approach, and yet 350 doesn't have any options, right? Because you don't have the cameo assist to help you on an approach. It's literally, you have to send out ground pound, and you have to, oh my goodness.
Ooh.
Yep,
Ooh.
This fatality.
Oh,
brutality,
my
rather,
gosh.
excuse me.
You gotta find the right cameo. It's still early. It's still early. But speaking of the right cameos and the right characters, we got No Green on Shao and Tremor, and Hourglass of Rain on Kung Lao.
Okay, yeah, Hourglass, picking up the Kung Lao, yeah, instead of the Khameleon cameo pick here. But we've seen the general Shao with Tremor before as well. This has been an interesting pick. Aqua's really digging this this pairing here. Talked a bit about it at the combo breaker.
I just feel like when it comes to Tremor, the best team with him is honestly Reiko, and that's just because I feel like he fits so perfectly with that. But we'll see here now, and I mean, we do get to block all of that right there. So Hourglass of Rain forcing the breaker from No Green. Oh, we tried to go for the cart. We were gonna have to use that breaker ourselves to get out of that mess.
The finish here. Nice job.
Hey.
I like the Jubilee colors that we got in this outfit. I should have picked this one up now I think about it.
This one's a good one. I prefer the more Megan Thee Stallion pink. That,
okay, yeah.
But that's just because I love Megan Thee Stallion's like nerd side of her. It's so cool. She's like an otaku and a gamer at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Gonna at least get the crystalline activated here for no green. Well, if you're no green, you're not allowed to use crystalline then, right? Like,
I get it. I understood.
see, we're on it. We're on it. Oh, geez, armor through. Good command grab.
I think we're getting some misinputs here from no green when it comes to the Tremor. We did put the crystalline armor on, but it does mean that now Tremor's into the aftershock after switching up those variations. We get the cartwheel overhead from Hourglass of Rain, and then the mid-check to force no green on that breaker. Oof, missed opportunity to punish on the low side.
Right, and both about even on health. Just like we were last time, we're gonna round this out. No green, stealing away around once again. And very different play, right? Just complete control here from no green as opposed to Hourglass of Rain. Jump in, and again, doesn't anti-air anymore, so able to land and block.
And we can get that crystalline Tremor armor on again. Now that's just gonna allow you to hold on that hit stun. And as you can see, it leads you to be able to block right after. But this is gonna be a launcher opportunity for Hourglass. Tried to respond, but Hourglass is just not able to land that hit in, and no green cleans up the shop and seals the game for the first game.
Green taking charge, not moving from this east side of the screen here. And honestly, this Tremor play also very helpful, especially getting crystallized. Okay.
I was gonna say, like once again, this is kind of like, I would say that this is one of those weird cameo matchups, just because you could technically go for that high-low mix that Tremor allows you to do once you switch over to the correct variation, but you can also just go for the crystalline armor, and you already have the health, so that it doesn't matter, right? Like, you're at 1200 health, you can take all those hits. It's more of Hourglass of Rain really has to touch you every single moment to be able to, and optimally as well. So every time a breaker happens, you can't just set up a Khameleon hat and then be able to set up what you need,
Right.
because that, again, that armor for crystalline is what's stopping you from even getting hit by that hit stun.
Absolutely. A little bit too far away though. Got that poke. And yeah, trying to blast through that armor alone as Hourglass, you're putting yourself at such a risk because you're asking to get called out by some massive counter hits, and there's no green trying to make a massive call out. It does get opened up thanks to the Lao hat after blocking the wake up knee.
Oh, there goes that low. And again, the overhead to double down on it as well. It's not in the favor of Hourglass, but we're gonna throw out these Khameleon hats and then get the cartwheel right after.
Oh no! Trying to up block there. Prey starting. Nice. Got the knockdown though. It's still the turn. No green. Gonna get broken here by Hourglass as we try to whittle away at the health.
That should seal it.
Today you die.
I am liking what I'm seeing though. Again, that low helps you, keeps Hourglass of Rain preoccupied. Then you go for the overhead. Now the crystalline armor is up again, so you can literally open up your opponent like we're seeing right now. It is a wave though, so that's going to be some damage for Hourglass of Rain, who's going to try to set up the Khameleon hat.
Side, wait for Khameleon to get really recharged and energized before we toss out another hat. Don't want that extended cooldown. Nice counter poke. Just calling out the walk up from no green.
Overhead. Another one again with the cartwheel. But the duck on the throw. This is huge for no green right now. Now, it does have to be careful because of that air ball. Yup. It's very instant. You're not going to see a lot of Mileena players hold that air ball anymore because of the fact that it was nerfed. So now it doesn't really give that pushback like it used to. So they've been trying to use it more for that instant, like, oh, you're going to make a move. Here's that instant air ball with the projectiles. Let's take you out.
Yes, indeed. Get just that full screen range here. I mean, looking at it, no green. Life lead. Doesn't have to chase, doesn't have to put yourself into a dangerous scenario. But as we start to build up the Kung Lao beater, that's when we start to worry. We start chipping away at health. Now we do have to make the approach. No Green's gamble not paying off.
Just a reminder again, it makes you really scared to press, and again, with good reason. Plus, you're getting opened up by all these overheads. You have to be careful. The down one check tries to go for the sweep, but we're gonna get hit by the launcher. Yup, this is big damage here for No Green, who has the 2 bars of overhead again.
Ooh. A little bit early on that overhead there. All right, Hourglass going to try to make this work. We got Breaker available. We hear No Green mashing it out. That's for early end. And now that we got opened up with low Kung Lao hat, Fatal Blow is spent. Not killing here. It's certainly going to be very close, though.
Yeah, you are correct. I don't think this is gonna kill. It's interesting too that Hourglass waited until No Green used up those 3 bars. Okay, was able to block that low off the Kung Lao hat. Does have to be careful. You don't want to go for that full screen projectile unless you can definitely keep Hourglass grounded like we see here. But we do have the health lead. Okay, poke. Falls to the low side.
I don't think we noticed that we had a health lead because No Green kept walking forward. It was Hourglass that had to make the move. And once we got that teleport dive kick to come in, that put No Green right in the territory of timeout going in favor of Hourglass, and Hourglass still pressed right after. If we did not get in a situation where we got hit by dive kick, it certainly was going to be No Green's game.
Oof. Another thing too, I see a little bit of them mentioning it in the chat. That 1200 health coming in so clutch in every single time zero. I think it was just that patience, the fact that like, oh, I'm technically really low, I'm in this health deficit, but my opponent's also just a touch away. Do I go for the touch or do I just wait out the timer? Do I also hold on to all the chip? That's between Kung Lao hat and teleport that could also open me up. Like there was just so many instances of what could be considered a checkmate, but Hourglass of Rain just stayed true and was able to just be on that board and tie it up right now. Going into this next game, hopefully can get ahead.
Very clutch victory there in that last game. We're still trying to set up the same situation where we're full screen. Nice mortar launch here from the Tremor assist. Gave you the opportunity to close the gap, and yet still Hourglass able to open you up. Got the armor flying knee.
Unfortunately, whiffs both of those opportunities, and it's gonna be Hourglass of Rain who's gonna get the cleanup. Should be able to fully clean out with chip on the low Kung Lao hat, and does so.
Round 2. Fight.
Another low hat. And we're losing so much ground without finding an opportunity to open up No Green as we wait for the Kung Lao meter to charge back up. We got the jump back ball though to start things off. We get to play the runaway game one more time here. Waiting for Kung Lao to build right back up. Very prey too far. Nice stop from No Green.
Doesn't get the overhead like No Green wanted, but we do get it this time around. And also corner carry, so we'll see a lot of that damage. Again, we're seeing the switches and variations. And we're gonna get that launcher right after Tremor, which uses up all of that cameo bar, so he's gonna have to wait for a little bit before he comes back. There goes the switch into Metallic Tremor, and we got the command grab though. So that keeps Hourglass of Rain in the corner.
Vulgarate imbecile. Final round. Fight.
Right, jab out. Good block, but you're still locked in here. We got that crystalline armor. Good pickup. Boss.
Slam dunk.
Oh no, the knee! We weren't making an approach at all. We got the hat to help things out.
Huge corner position right now for Hourglass of Rain. He's going to be able to keep it with big damage as well, too. 41%. Gonna back up just a little bit. Actually, a lot better said. And then summon out the Lao hat to get that cartwheel. Another one. And the mid-check Birds of Prey for Hourglass to clean up and get this second round, or third game, second point on the board against No Green.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. Yeah, and to get that runaway game can just get so frustrating, especially for a character like General Shao, having to rely on alternative methods to really try to close that gap against Hourglass, who is waiting for you to become committed to chasing that down, which is in and of itself helping Hourglass to open up no green here.
I would say I would like to maybe see a change of cameo from no green, but I think we're gonna go all the way with Tremor. The only thing then that I would say if we're gonna keep with the Tremor pick is the fact that the changes and variation do need to be adjusted a little bit for no green. He's gotta be able to play it a lot smarter, because there's been a lot of usage of cameo meter that usually you won't see it, for example, on a Reiko and Tremor, but we're not seeing it here to get the most optimal combos and more of the utility, and the utility is not the problem at the moment.
Yeah, it's gosh, it's still even this chase down here from Hourglass and Rain. Really, you know, maintaining that control. We're not getting the armor set up here. Side swap. Yeah, but ball, you ran into it there. Perfect position for Hourglass to take advantage of it.
And again, tried to switch to Metallic Tremor. We weren't necessarily going to be able to get the Crystalline armor. We probably could have gotten the Boulder, but between the fact that we have to continuously switch Tremor out, in and out, we're trying to use all of that utility available. It's tough for no green to maintain a consistency that Hourglass has with Khameleon.
Oh, she's the overhead a little bit early here. Nice shot from Hourglass.
Is going to be the back throw. We're going to try to walk down Hourglass to the corner. Does have to be careful. Yep, there goes the Khameleon hat to create the almost unblockable situation. Going to charge up the axe, though.
This one's got some heat. I got something to share with you over here. Jump in, though. You know, can't rest on the hat laurels anymore, because now you just go for that low block. Again, not being able to anti-air anymore. It is just a different way to, you know, fight that neutral game now.
Oh, that's a crumple state. That's a double launcher as well. So big damage here for no green, who's not going to get the axe slam. Instead, she's going to get the hard knockdown, finally letting the axe go. But the ball roll, and that's going to be into the... No, we're not even going to go into Fatal Blow because of, I'm assuming, the health and the scaling.
Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, hard to guess situation here, but it was so meaty. Able to at least close that out low.
Gets hit by the last hits of the cartwheel.
Yeah, that with punish range here, but unfortunately a little bit slow on the draw with no green, able to close that gap. Oh, that is tragic. I thought for sure we'd stay on the same side with that flying knee, but opting for opposite sides. Fortunately, we did have armor rather in that corner position, so that kind of helped out a little bit for no green to get out of that.
A miss input more than likely from Hourglass, who was trying to get the whip punish. Does get the counter hit here though, at the very least. So we're gonna set up the Khameleon hat. Gonna get the sweep right after. Birds of Prey is there, and there we go. That is Fatal Blow for what should be the kill.
We shall see. We are mashing for our life here.
Slam, num, 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 num. Yep, there it goes. That last hit seals it. Hourglass of Rain going up 3-1 against no green.
So great show at Evo.
Not Kenshi. 0, Scorpion, and Ferra.
Yo, honestly, I like this pairing. I'm not gonna lie. Scorpion, a character too gosh darn honest, you know, and now has great tools with Ferra, especially with how often this character can go into the air, but also MightyUnjust has a Ferra of their own. Nice.
So I find it interesting you say honest, because in MK11 you could say that he was honest, but I think he's not honest. The honesty is not in his favor this time around. Also, that was
right.
50% after the Ferra launcher. You love to see it.
Absolutely. It's Ed Boon's favorite character. Of course, we gotta give more love to this character. Oh, nice. Back forward two. Armor.
Ooh, very nice. Got the grab as well. Be able to block the full string. Gets the back throw. And we're, instead of going, because we're airborne, we got the launcher right after. MightyUnjust using the breaker there, though. Gonna be able to use his own launcher as well. I love that. I had not seen
Yeah.
I had not seen the airborne throw combo. That was good.
This is just expanding my brain. Mark Meadows said it best. Stolen, I'm taking that too. Wait a minute. Who am I playing this season, Saki? Takeda. That's who I'm playing. Sorry.
You know what? I challenge you, Zero, to get to Demigod with Lee May.
Oh my gosh.
We gotta see it. We gotta see it. Or you could do Scorpion, like we're seeing Mari here, who, again, making the rounds go. But this is MightyUnjust on the Homelander, who's still very much a good character.
Oh, absolutely. Trying to stop Homelander from the skies is no easy feat. We did see a strong start here from Mari. I think we can still see a little bit more, but I do like the mix potential, right? The throw being helpful, right? Just converting it to Ferra. I didn't even think that would work, I'll be quite honest. Which has me thinking, wait, can Movado do that? Because if that's the case, then I'm gonna have to hit the lab after this, because my brain is just running with all the ideas now.
There's so like, I feel like this patch just makes you more big brain.
It absolutely does. There's so many possibilities that just have opened up, and it's all thanks to like cameo changes, some subtle changes to other characters as well.
Just go out for the first hit, so the first bar goes to MightyUnjust, who's also gonna get the full combo and corner carry. That's the other thing that's really scary about Homelander. He is a character that carries you to the corner. And if you're very familiar with MK games, you know that corner is where you want to be for most of your duration in the match.
Mm-hmm. Oh, goes for the Hellfire. A very rare move to see from Scorpion.
Amazing patience from Mari. Great defense, blocked the overhead as well. Wait patiently for MightyUnjust to finish their turn. Does get the low here. Gonna force the MightyUnjust to use the breaker.
Laser's good duck. That's the thing, it's a little tricky. It seems like it's gonna hit you, but I'm pretty sure you can actually duck at full range. You don't have to block, like a step away, like further from where Mari just blocked there.
That would have been such a good conversion if the other side landed. Corner carry all the way, that should be about 35%. 10 seconds on the clock though between these two.
Oh,
Cancels.
that was it there too! Mari! Should have been able to finish it twice. Now we take to the skies, we try our best and we succeed!
From Mari. A risk too, by the way, because even though the armor was there, that could have been a weird slash hopeful guess that like you could survive with the health points that you had, but because of the vertical hitbox on the failable for Scorpion, was able to successfully stop MightyUnjust from continuing the combo.
Absolutely. Very scary spot. Nice duck. Gonna shut down Ferra before she can actually get that ball rolling.
So good right now from Mari, playing really smart, safe jump into the throw. And we're gonna actually get the launch right after, but the breaker, MightyUnjust does not want to hold these combos.
I want to see how much damage that's gonna do. Stop it, Unjust. Stop it. All right, got the 3. No, goes 3-4 since we're not getting our launcher.
Trying to go for the up block, but because it's safe, you can backdash just a little bit and still try to whip punish.
Is he not getting the confirmed though? We get the 4-3. No follow up there. Nice up block.
Just a bit, and there it goes. The Hellfire Brutality leads Mari to go up on the board 1-1.
You know, that's a reference brutality right there for the show, The Boys.
Is it?
If you watch the current season, yeah, actually, it's a small little nod.
Ah.
It's not a pleasant one, that's for sure.
I mean, what is pleasant on The Boys? You know, tell me.
Very, very excellent question, Saki. I'm glad you asked.
I feel like the only thing pleasant is Kimiko's and Frenchie's relationship. That's as wholesome and pleasant as you're ever gonna get in that show.
Exactly.
I love what I'm seeing though from Mari. I've seen Mari mention before that they know a lot of characters more than just Kenshi, and I love seeing that they're really showing that off with this Scorpion. Ooh, okay. Oh, it doesn't complete the combo though. Stopped it a little bit at the end.
It got really wonky right there because even MightyUnjust goes for that side swap thanks to the diabolical dash there. Right, nice back forward two out of the corner.
Big health deficit, but Mari's gonna be able to, should be able to get it here. Now MightyUnjust does have breaker here. It's a question of whether or not he will use it. Does miss on that hit confirm at the last. That goes the grab, and Mari's gonna eat all of that damage.
I am better.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate here too to not get that final hit on the aerial back forward too. But a jump three. Just on punish another spear. Bring it back.
Just getting the corner position. 21%. Keep the pressure. Gets the slide going. We're gonna actually take it all the way to the mid screen now and get the side switch. Notice too that Mario was still knocked down before the flow actually went over him. So the slide switch was actually really smart there from MightyUnjust, who gets the up block. Doesn't get the confirm though. Takes a couple of hits for it.
Very tricky here. The full screen has the enhanced laser beam. Tried to go for the Ferra Tor. Fatality maybe, instead we just got lasers. That was just an animation choice, you know? They got in the office and said, I have this idea. This is the victory pose.
This is Homelander.
In the one Mortal Kombat, you know, last Mortal Kombat, you could choose what was the victory pose. And you take that away from us here, huh? Okay. We see you.
You have no honor, no soul.
Alrighty.
Yada, yada.
I will say I do like the voice actor. When I was at EVO, when I was watching EVO, I was like, you know what? When you listen to the Homelander trailer, you're like, okay, this was a little rough around the edges, but it really works out. I'm really happy.
Yeah, you know, they got somebody that as close could represent Homelander as is. You know, did their own work on it. Ooh. Try to go for teleport there, not gonna work.
Oh, there goes the launcher. And that is what MightyUnjust needed to get the corner carry. I believe after that Shank you can try to upblock. I think that's what MightyUnjust was trying to do there, but it's not successful. Does block the slide though, so we're gonna see a full damage of 29%. The delay wake up stops the kick. And we're gonna get the low. That was actually a delay on Ferra, not a hit confirm, just in case MightyUnjust was trying to break, but he doesn't, and he still maintains the 3 bars a meter on this next round.
Fight.
Let's get back into it here. We got the stand too, trying to maintain the space. Good duck on laser. Found that spacing so we could. Goes for that low laser this time around, but the 4-3-4. Wonder why we keep it so short here, because we could have gotten the confirmed 4-3-2 air combo with Ferra after.
And this carry combo is gonna leave Mari in this corner and having to hold the respect, the slightest of respect. But the duck grab was gorgeous, and we get the overhead as well. This is gonna be full combo potential here for Mari, who's gonna try to cash out on all of that right now.
There we go. Close up to the ground to get the final back forward two from the sky there. Gravity scaling not gonna impact it as much in that position. Now we got low lasers. Now that we know that Mario is going to be able to duck these lasers, we're going for low this time.
Ooh, I love that. That was so good. Gets the overhead.
Yeah.
Forcing MightyUnjust on that breaker.
Not too far off from death here. If we get a conversion into Fatal Blow, it could be curtains for Mari here. But Mari will put a round on the board, stopping the momentum of MightyUnjust here for but a moment. Nice red, yo. From max range too. You're playing, like you said earlier in the bracket, you're playing that guessing game. Is it going to be the overhead? Is it going to be low? And every time, Mari finding that overhead connection.
I don't know what's more cheeky about that overhead. The fact that it's very quick or the fact that it reaches so far, right? It's like practically mid-screen. You gotta hold that. And it's like, you don't really expect to see it coming. It's either you get the slide or you get that overhead and it's, oh my goodness.
Jeez. There's an instant jump kick.
You're just gonna have to deal a lot of damage here. And successfully try to do it too. Does get the low laser, successfully gets the second low laser going. That's gonna be a little bit closer to the corner. Gets the side switch to try to bait out the wake up. And we're gonna get the launcher off of the airborne, but it's not gonna work this time. No! Tried to be fancy and almost costed the game, but Mari cleans it up. We're getting to the game 5.
You could just commit to the throw. Just let the throw happen. You would have won. You didn't have to do all that.
We want to be spicy, you know? Listen, Zero, it's about to be August. We're trying to end the summer with a little bit of spice and everything nice. Okay?
Okay. I mean, I guess so, you know. But it's also Labor Day around the corner, and we ain't looking to work. You know? Looking to relax.
Labor Day that close? Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that.
We're yeah, just about a month, you know. Labor Day, September 2nd.
Oh wow.
And a
How time
fatal
has
error
passed.
for the one who might try it.
All right, here we go. And this color is not working for me on the Scorpion. I'm not a fan of those pants.
You're not a fan of the mustard?
Okay, that's not a fair question to ask on a Mortal Kombat stream, Saki.
Okay, good down one. The duck though, response from MightyUnjust. And that's gonna be the corner carry here to the left side.
Oh, the jump out, able to get our throw. Must be so careful. I like how we cut short the recovery there to get the Ferra overhead here.
Beautiful. Beautiful duck there on the command grab. Doesn't get that launcher though, so it's a little bit tough here for Mari, who's gonna try to jump. Gets the anti-air, but the spear still in recovery. So much recovery that MightyUnjust had time to get up and get the laser out.
Right, and again, we're losing so much ground, and MightyUnjust is able to just command it, right? You have laser opportunity here, teleport, nice ground bounce here. And right back to full screen position again. Nice, got this 2-starter here.
Solid pickups right here from Mari as well. Gets the low, gets the launcher as well. The overhead Ferra. And we're going to be able to cash out on it. About 44%. 48, 49. Thanks to the hard knockdown. Plus the low. It doesn't get the launcher because of the knockdown situation. But just a couple of pokes and there you go. We're on the final round for game number 5.
You got a great sequence there from Mari. Block spear, full screen, no challenge. We get the ground pound again. Oh, dropped a little bit early. Stand blocking here, except for this one. Mari gets opened up just once, but immediate break from MightyUnjust because we know the potential of a corner combo after the overhead from Ferra.
Great, the lowest blocks, the down one checks. Up blocks, not going to be able to solidify the hit confirm due to the weird nature of the float, but it was huge for Mari. He's going to keep that corner position. Gets the low, also resets the damage, so this is scaling reset it as well. Perfect opportunity for Mari to get the safe jumps in and push back as well.
Alright, let's catch up as fast as we can. It'll be corner carry for east side of the screen. Be able to corpse walk just a little bit. Nice challenge on the float, though.
Available territory for both players. It's only one hit confirmed, and that is it. Mari sending BWoodTTV very early, by the way, to the loser side of things. As Mari cleans up with the brutal and moves on into that top 8.
Wow. Of course, another Homelander pulling up.
Probably to deal with the lasers, which is understandable. That if you feel like the Sub-Zero pick is that pick so that you can go ahead and do what you gotta do, you get that freeze, you're able to summon Sento. That's literally the original meta cameo for Kenshi. So we got the sandwich already set up nice and early against Bandinoz.
Sento lift off. Another little charge. And again, the sequence opens up here. Block with all your might. No reversal opportunity. Overhead connects. Very good. We're about to wrap this. It's checkmate at this point. Unless you flawless block for your life.
This is disgusting. That was so disgusting. I'm so upset. I am so upset. It's not even funny. That was so disgusting. That was a flawless too, by the way.
Right, it went for the middle of the screen, right into the corner, and Bandinoz still got to figure out how to get out of this corner situation. Another throw. Ooh, not your turn.
Didn't choose to go for Senta in that moment either. Okay, had the ice shield or ice armor on against the laser. Didn't necessarily poke back or do anything in response to that. Just trying to establish the pressure on the corner.
Let's get the charge version of eye lasers. Got one poke here. Rednose still has a lead.
Oh, wow, we summoned Sento from so far. We're going to try to see if we can land that hit, and the lasers does take out Sento. There is still 3 bars worth, though, for Rednose, who is going to put Sento back into its sheath, but we're going to use that breaker to get away from the damage.
Sento chasing things down. No, that I'm not sure what we were reaching for. Maybe a laser startup.
Actually, I think that was trying to bait out the flight and was enough time to duck. It just didn't work in Rednose's favor because the flight actually recovered, but the up block saves Bandinoz.
I don't make mistakes. Final round.
All right, well, I mean, I guess. Oh, missed the overhead here. Down back 2, not going to connect. Tricky, nice. Got our answer. Stand 1.
We also got the freeze out, so we're able to be summoning Sento and continue the corner pressure. It's going to be the overhead as well as the charge up on Sento, so that bar is recovered. And we're very close to that 3rd bar, but it's a matter of time before Bandinoz loses all of his health. Just a slight touch.
Ooh.
Yep. Chip damage.
Yeah,
It was checkmate.
And that was the thing. There was just no escape for Bandinoz. And this is the first time we've really seen Homelander caught on the back foot due to set play. It's normally the opposite direction from the matches we've seen tonight.
It's very hard for Homelander to get out of that situation, unfortunately, because of the fact that the armor move that he has is a vertical hitbox. So even if he does succeed in getting Sento on a cooldown, it's extremely difficult to even press right after, because Rednose could just block and allow Sento to take the hit and then continue a punish. I do like the change back into Rain. You know, it was a good try to go for Homelander against Kenshi, but it doesn't look like that was going to be a good spot here.
Yep, and that Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 skin available today. You pick that up with some Dragon Crystals. Let's see if we can try to push away Rednose in this matchup in particular. Go back 2, not going to connect, and even the Rainfall not going to work out. We're jockeying for position, life lead in favor of Rednose now, especially now with that opening. We only have like 50 health more than what Bandinoz does, but that difference can certainly grow into miles and miles of a difference.
Speaking of difference, that back 3 is definitely making it. We're going to get the Whirlpool to make sure that Rednose blocks on the wake up, and then got the overhead canceled. And of course, since Rednose doesn't have Sento still with the sword out, so trying to make something out of it here. Gets the grab, back throw. I'm trying to utilize the movement there to open up Bandinoz.
Right, nice poke.
Ooh,
We have
this,
the lead.
yeah.
Might still be able to maintain it though. Nice anti-air. It's just one hit you're looking for with 17 seconds left on the clock. Can Rednose clutch it out? The Janet comes through. There's no breaker if we wanted to spend the fatal, but we don't. Down one works for Rednose, and I get not spending the fatal because we are, you know, saving it for this next round here. Want to have that additional threat as your life gets down to about 30%.
The Janet also whiffing so close to the corner. Plus the rest of the air string also whiffing is just so unfortunate from that last round. So hopefully Bandinoz can recover here. It looks like Rednose is already also pretty much recovered, but we're gonna get hit by Janet and get the hard knockdown with a safe jump. Overhead full all the way. Crumple state to boot 2 Whirlpool setup.
Ooh, nice little duck. Other side swap, launcher. Trying to pile on the damage. Rednose catching back up immediately. Bolt the fatal blow. No meter. We're certainly going to send it.
Yep, and best decision too as well for Rednose to go full the way. Notice too again, you know, when it comes to armor moves, especially on like a hard knockdown like that, and you have Sento out, Sento takes the hit, Kenshi can just keep blocking.
Yeah.
And because you're still in recovery, when Sento gets hit like that, you then get punished as if it was blocked.
Yeah, it is unfortunate. Trying to play between that space against like Sento and also Kenshi, and it's, you know, one of those matchups that it's so difficult to deal with, and yet you do have some of the tools to kind of play it out, but the fact that a lot of your tools are being negated because of the Sub-Zero makes it all the more trickier for a character like Rain. I mean, Janet also helping out, right? You're able to extend your combos a bit further with the jump punch assist.
Sticking with the Janet and the Rain. Again, not a bad combo. It's just you're fighting against Rednose and you're trying to make something go through. Okay, and with that being said, being able to get Sento out, the overhead, that's a launcher. I'm trying to go for the overhead again. How I see Bandinoz trying to find a way to flawless block some of those instances, but again, Rednose is your Kenshi master, alright? He knows what he's doing. He's on top of it. Let's see if Bandinoz can make it back here from this deficit. Again, potential set point here from Rednose, who not only gets the ice armor, but also gets Sento out. The armor takes out Rednose, however. And that's going to be a throw tech. Sento on the backside. You have to be careful of the back three. Also continuing the combo damage. Sento still back on the other side and already completely gone.
Ooh, he's got a poke here. Able to close out that round.
I love that that outro animation, or that taunt better said. It's just like he's hopping on the water. He's chilling.
Right, just walking, singing in the rain, you know? Second, launch it up here one more time. Janet to extend further, get the restand. Whirlpool set up a very tricky situation. Very fortunate to at least get the ice armor, but at what cost? At this point, you already get launched up again. We rinse and repeat.
Ooh, 40%. We do interrupt that overhead though, which could have been the cancel or could have been a very dangerous situation there for Rednose. He gets the projectile out. Sento closer to him right now. And that's just going to be able to stop the armor move from continuing on. Let's see if Bandinoz gets the brutal off with your head, he says.
You probably could, right?
I think it's the position. It's the position.
You think, okay, if you really lean into it, You're probably
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, because if you think about it, right, you either break the neck and it's just like a lopsided head, or you just literally rip through like the jaw and that's about it. You gotta make sure you kind of like dislodge real nicely.
I'm glad we're having this really in-depth discussion about how we get
I watched too many crime
decapitating
shows.
people.
I watched too much Law and Order.
Very concerning.
Okay, so overhead didn't work out too well. We do get the force push though. So that creates a little bit more spacing here for Rednose.
Oh, nice launch. Again, so much damage potential here, especially with Rain could block of the Whirlpool. Oh, the up block teed off perfectly.
Round 2.
Okay. Bandinoz needing that one round to tie it up and go to game 5. The spacing has been there consistently, and we have the armor move to actually space out. And again, Janet seeing that combo extender after the launcher.
Jab out one more time. Low. The stomp. Keep you guessing. Bring it right back down. So consistent with the damage opportunities that Bandinoz is achieving, right? Hitting about 350 plus in every single combo. Of course, you should be hitting about 350 if you're going to be spending combos like this, but Rednose getting an excellent position for corner, maintaining the control, resetting, and cycling back into that set play with, you know, Whirlpool at the Whirlpool each time. And now 2 all in the set.
Game number 5. You know, one big thing too I was seeing, Zero, is before we were seeing Rednose dominate the spacing, but it's been Bandinoz these last 2 games.
Yeah. And that's been certainly one. It's again, just like I said, that set play in general, keeping Rednose locked in, and you're trying to armor up. We see that from Rednose, but Bandinoz has that multi-layered offense that makes it so difficult to do because you do have overhead you have to worry about, the constant rain pressure with Janet also getting that full extension. Rednose just having a difficult time trying to defend against rain right now.
Rednose taking a minute to review some of the decisions, slow down the pacing a bit, and then rediscover what could be the answer to Bandinoz's reign. Again, you know, Bandinoz being most well known for their reign, strong in with their Homelander as well. Rednose does have a Johnny, but it looks like we're gonna stick with the Kenshi this time around.
It is the cameo pick that we try to change it around with. Sub-Zero, fine pick, right? Because again, ice armor helps to avoid some of the projectile game that Bandinoz is trying to do. But in the case of Rain here, it's mostly those whirlpools we're dealing with. Like, Bandinoz is staying right in Rednose's face.
I will say the Sub-Zero pick started off really well because you
Right.
were dealing with Homelander.
Exactly.
But now that you're dealing with Rain, you know, he's not necessarily the projectile zoner that we're used to. But I feel like Rednose is just going to wait out the clock here, slow Bandinoz's time down, and then just let whatever is the pick here go for that pick.
Sub-Zero.
Yeah. It's going to lock in on the Sub-Zero again, letting that timer run out, utilizing every single second to really slow down Bandinoz's momentum is probably was the game plan here. But again, going back to just the pick, let's see if it works out right now. But when you look at the overall kit of Rain, there is that zoner potential, but not as heavy as the Homelander.
Yeah. Okay, it's down with jab.
Armor broken there too.
Go. Shoulder check out.
Does successfully get Sento out after the bounce from the overhead. Beautiful. Exactly what Rednose needed. Gets the Sento sandwich. Instead, gonna go for the recharge and then apply pressure offensively.
Round bounce, full extent to the corner. You could close out the round here. Beautiful stuff. And I love the fact that Rednose was constantly challenging with that down 3 while Sento was out. At any given moment, still trying to keep Bandinoz in position. Now we're backing off entirely. Let's give time for Sub-Zero to rebuild before we summon Sento again. And also find an opening against Bandinoz.
Extenders. That's going to lead into about 40% almost. Oh, 36, Mother said.
You know, it's starting just like the first round started of this game. This time forward throw. No Sento set up yet. Oh no, trying to go for the mid-range overhead there.
Okay, forward throw. And that is a launcher here for Bandinoz. But we're going to use that breaker. Again, a bit of a hero breaker because of the deficit, and because of that, you're going into this final round with no meter, whereas Bandinoz so close, about a quarter of a way left to go for their third bar.
Whirlpool set up here. Is armored up, but still no projectile coming through yet. Nice dash up throw. Brave and confident is Rednose right now on this offense. On the cusp of victory as we try to steal as much health as we can. Good throw escape here from Bandinoz.
I really did like that there. That at least stopped Bandinoz from trying to do any forward advancing moves. So Sento's now out. We're going to try to see if we can establish what we need here. It is the game plan at the moment. Okay, Sento recharged fully. And this is just going to be chip damage until we can open up Bandinoz. There it goes, the overhead.
From coast to coast, overhead connects again. Full conversion into death. And we had all the time in the world with that cameo meter. I mean, it was draining away so slowly before we even had the chance to.
BlackouT has been playing Reiko too, and I've really been enjoying that a lot from them. It's nice to see them on stream a little more often as well.
Oh, yeah. BlackouT for Reiko again, like you said. And Tremor, obviously the comfort pick, right? Because you're going to get that ground pound OTG launcher here. Going to help out, getting a little bit more damage. But the way that Ludi is sniping out Tremor right now, I'm not sure if BlackouT gets the opportunity.
All right, and we're going to see the Lush Shaker as well to keep the corner. BlackouT's going to use that meter to throw out the shurikens. And then again, there's that Reiko Tremor pick, you know. And again, using that meter for cameo to switch over as well to the proper damaging one.
So knockdown back four, but launcher, BlackouT. Going to be catching up in just a moment. There we go.
Beautiful. Maintains the corner position as well.
Yeah, go.
Fireball.
Yeah, honestly, just go for the zoning war here just as we wait for Tremor to recover on that cameo gauge. 20 seconds left, both at their final touch of health after a significant combo. Guess your hit. Nice throw punish. Called out that up block.
I was gonna say that was also really smart from BlackouT to try to use Tremor to take the hit on the Kung Lao hat.
Right.
But it was such a good call out of Ludi, who looked out for the up block to then go for the throw.
Yeah, like exceptional patience to find that brief moment there of victory. Oh. Tremor not quite set up yet. Oh, good throw. We're gonna get sniped by these shuriken, of course.
Another forward throw there from Ludi. The down 3 check. We're just gonna go for the command grab.
Kidding. I mean, like, this has just been nothing but a grappler set this round.
Ooh,
Both
beautiful
putting
kick.
out throws and command grabs.
Final round. Fight.
No significant combos really on either side, outside the one that we got from BlackouT in that first round. But Ludi's still able to turn around here with that restand. Nice. Hard blockable scenario there. Very tight window, and Ludi is going to take you coast to coast once again.
Yep, beautiful. And Ludi sitting on the 1,000 health right now, already forcing BlackouT to use that full bar. It's gonna have to build it up again. The low stomp though from Tremor is gonna allow Ludi to get caught up in the grab. sweep from BlackouT, and again, there's a lot of help to work with, but Reiko has the potential for that damage to do so.
Right. Now, if we can keep patiently walking this down, using Tremor potentially as a body shield, but unfortunately the jump from Ludi closes out the game. We got quite the night ahead of us here as we're rounding out our final qualifiers for winner's side top 8. So far, Mari, Rednose, and El Kukui have all crossed that finish line. Another one here in just a moment.
Round 1, fight.
Low empty.
Oh, that's a hit confirm. Beautiful. Right there for Ludi. Gonna get a secondary hit confirm after the hair fireball. And a corner carry too. 42%. You're gonna hold all of that as well.
Oh, armor. Nice jump in. Oh, counter poke here. Nice little lead. Yeah, we're trying to turn the tide. Right now, we do have that fatal blow as a threat. Might be able to close out, and certainly will.
That was so quick. That was actually like I opened my eyes and I was like, well, actually, I saw Genshin on the left side, and then I was like, oh, someone also agrees that Genshin's the more dominant one. And then I looked to my right, and then I see Ludi just entire health bar depleted.
Why, yes, the Genshin going on our screen right now.
The polls are great. Pity, getting our pity very soon.
Oh, I need to get back to Zenless. All right, nice throw. Ooh, what a jab on Wake Up here. Gonna catch Ludi trying to jump out. Rare air route. I don't think I've ever seen a Reiko take to an air route before.
Very few times you'll ever see that.
Right, like.
Very few times. Very few times. Alright. Amazing defense right now from BlackouT. Oh, we got opened up the micro duck though. That's a punish. That's gonna cost Ludi the round, I feel like, especially if we get Reiko, sorry, my apologies, Tremor, plus the extension with the extended bar, and a brutal for a response too. You also can't get either without crawling.
You know, yeah, without crawling. And there's no swimming unless you know how to walk. I don't know. Game number 3, though, I certainly know is on the screen right now, so you go for a low start.
Alright, screen also going to be able to land. And again, that King Lao hat. You're going to try to block the low, get hit by it though. You're going to get some hit confirm from the overhead.
The mental damage that you hear from the chirping now, for people trying to break
Okay,
without the break meter.
Actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because apparently it's not just for miss of breaker, it's the misuse of the cameo.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I started to notice that. We're trying to some Ferra combos that it does chirp while trying to use cameo.
So there you have it. That maybe it's not so obvious after all, but Ludi made it obvious that he's the superior Sindel, and definitely showing off the Empress.
Yeah, I'm glad you pointed out, because I didn't think anything of it today when I was hearing that. And now that you mentioned it. Huh.
I'm like, you think that you are in my mind that I can't break? No, it's just I can't summon my cameo, which I don't know which is worse, to be honest, if you think about it.
You're lucky I can't break, because I can't use my cameo, especially when my face is buried in the ground because of that overhead here. Slide knockdown from Ludi. Dunk. Ground pound to catch up. Tremor with the arm reload.
Yeah, and once again, you really see Tremor best used for those combo extensions. You're using the whole bar of cameo, but it's coming back quickly. Plus, you're able to still switch between the variations in between. So you just need that really good sweet spot to then be able to accomplish what you're looking for from from that extension.
But low hat, keep it charged. We're trying to snipe away at this health by staying as safe as possible. I'm surprised that BlackouT hasn't challenged with like EX Shuriken of our own, at least trading out on these interactions, but it would at least start to build a little bit of momentum. BlackouT goes down, Ludi up 2-1.
Yeah, unfortunately got up too early after the fireball was ducked. I think one of the reasons why we're not seeing a lot of those extended shurikens, or those meter burn shurikens, better said, is because we are trying to use or have meter to work with, especially like either on wake up or off of the slide to then get the pop up and damage. But it's kind of one of those things where it's like you already have a cameo that does that for you, right? So just go ahead and using that projectile, you're gonna probably gain a little bit more meter anyways when you do that. So
would also be my enemy.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little nerve-wracking too, to just in general deal with Reiko when you're worried about slides like that, even because that is so often where we're seeing BlackouT get that damage, right? But Ludi, good air to air, dive for a bounce, set up with low hat, keep you guessing the high low. Unfortunately, slides right into the DMs, like you said, with that armor through the low fireball.
What a risk to actually poke onto Tremor, but we got a launcher here, and that's huge here for Ludi. He's gonna be able to get out of this corner and get back to the mid screen, plus the Kung Lao hat setup, so should be able to fully clean out with damage. Might not be able to kill just for the fact that there's no meter to work with, but down one into the down three, and that is Ludi on potential set point right now.
Fight.
Immediate duck, forward one. Keep you stuck in position here.
Ooh, wow, what a bait. That was really good there. Fireball once again in the air.
Jeez, another one here. Got the low hat just relentlessly peppering away at the ankles of BlackouT here. Just start to add up on that damage, especially with Chip here. Ludi just resorting to that zoning game, the counter zoning potential.
There goes the Lush Shaker. That's what Ludi needed. BlackouT is nowhere near to that third bar as well, so that's a setup into Kung Lao hat, and that is it. BlackouT leaving the session before the last hit enters.
I don't know. Like, maybe if the yellow was gold, like if this were shimmering gold, I'd be about the pants.
Yeah, I think it's pants. I agree.
It's like he's wearing pajamas, you know? It's a onesie.
It is a suit. All right, we got Sento out though, and interesting enough, Mari going for the Scorpion once again with that Ferra, but still being opened up by that overhead. It is tough. Oh, we blocked the armor again. You know, with Kenshi being able to just let Sento take the armor move hit, you can literally sit back, relax, watch the show, and then punish just as quickly.
Oh, with that teleport here, very quick.
Oh, there's the combo you were waiting for, but no, it was dropped. How unfortunate there for Mari.
Oh,
also getting hit by the side switch.
Yeah, no, that was intentional. I thought it was a drop for a moment there, but we got the sandwich positioning here. So I have to believe that is intentional for Rednose, but the launcher, nice pickup off a throw. Back forward two, and let's get our knockdown here.
Actually, no restand.
Yeah.
Instead.
I like it because you're still in the face of Rednose there.
Not sure if you really wanted to be in the face of Rednose and his Sento, though. That is the real question of the day.
That's not the Christmas gift we're looking for here. A little bit early. I mean, Christmas in July, that's fine, but geez, elbow, nice overhead. Try to get the launch with what was left of Sento. We're on the cusp of victory. What a duck!
Beautiful from Rednose to being up also again sporting the Sub-Zero pick, as well as a cameo. I was gonna say, technically there is a Christmas in July 0. Sorry, I thought you said January. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. I confused my months.
It is another month that starts with a J. You're right.
There's 3 actually.
3 whole months.
Kenshi, Scorpion, Ferra,
January, June, July.
the Fire Temple.
Why won't you help train the Tyro?
And there's 3 games to be won here in order to advance.
I
in
like
this
how
top
yeah,
8.
I was gonna say I like how you phrased that one. You picked it up even though I dropped it phenomenally.
Got it. I'm a cameo assist. I got this.
You're protecting me, Zero. You got this. You got this. You're like my Ferra. I got you. Oh my goodness,
Hellfire
Mari's
again.
starting off this round though is like incredible here.
Yeah, I do like that we're going for this Hellfire. It's very interesting because you are, like, again, so close to stand 2 option to continue pressure. You already have corner position, don't necessarily need that hard knockdown, but it sets up a guess scenario if you want to pull out Ferra, which I wonder if we could, right, once you're in that position after doing Hellfire if you have time.
This is the one thing you don't want to do. You start off the round so strong, you get the damage that you need, but then you're put into this corner position and you cannot take Sento out. Any opportunity that Rednose is going to have to be able to resummon Sento after that bar is gone is exactly what Rednose is looking for. All right, there goes the overhead.
Down 1. See, one thing that we saw the first time that Mari was on stream, not committing to the 4-3-2 or even just ending with 4-3-4, just letting straight 4-3s connect and no follow-up after, which left so much health on the table. We're still on winner's side, though, after that set, despite some questionable situations. Not able to get the extension after the low. Interesting. I wonder if Scorpion just doesn't have a button fast enough to pick that up.
Sub-Zero does not land the freeze, so Sento doesn't get to come out this time, but Mari able to get out of that corner situation, goes for the safe jump, gets to mid too, so huge corner carry all the way, and that's going to be actually a reset to get hit by the overhead. And let's talk about not blocking. Rednose getting hit over and over and over again.
Remember how I said that we weren't following up on the 4-3-2s? Mari picking it up, right? It just took a couple games to warm up. There's your breaker. And we do have follow-up on low. Okay, into Tor stance. 3, able to get the launcher pickup with the 4-3 from Scorpion here.
I was gonna say the 4-3 is actually a recent buff for Scorpion, able to actually cancel right off of it for this patch.
That's right, yes.
Attempt to throw out Ferra full screen. Goes the low again, canceling. Huge. Oh, I like the run attempt, but you are playing too many mind games, especially when you have that hit confirm.
Did we need to run there? I think we could have just done overhead and just continued the combo.
Yes, you could have, but I think Mari was trying to get the rescale.
Yeah. Either rescale or maybe the grab off of Ferra. Okay.
And Rednose taking it up on the board now, 2-0 against Mari.
Hey. Let's get into it here. 2-0 lead for Rednose. Mari certainly getting a ball going here. It's just not able to finish things out quite yet.
Scorpion.
I feel like this is once again a issue of you cannot let your momentum stop against a character like Kenshi. You just can't. You have to keep applying the pressure. You have to keep applying the damage. You don't want to play too many mind games, right? You don't want to go to these too many really fancy, like for example, trying to go for that run and then get a command grab issue. You want to get the hit confirm more than anything,
Right.
because that's how you win the game, right? You already established that there's some mind games. You already opened them up. Just clean up.
Yeah, absolutely. It is a little bit of cleanup anyway, because we just saw that stand 3 drop entirely here from Mari. It is those small moments where we're not getting full conversions on combos here. We do opt for Nitara, so we get the additional plus frames because of low tail, also teleport opportunities here. On top of teleport opportunities you already have. Oh, nice.
Yep, there goes that cancel once again. But you still have Sento on the board, and you're gonna get resummoned Sento because you had a hard knockdown situation. The safe jump, not gonna get continued though. We're going for a full wake up grab though from Mari.
Yo, Grandpa's coming. And now he's gone. Thank goodness, because that was looking terrifying here as Sento makes that approach. All right, there's the back three again.
Ooh, the whip punish. That was such a slight backdash that went into it.
Round 2. Fight.
Excellent anti-air. Excellent. Let's look at our throw. Side swap. Don't pick up because of the drop, Ferra, but that's all right. You still have Nitara to keep things sane. 2 starters.
Yep, and that is a guaranteed hit confirm when you do the teleport off with the Hellfire.
Right. So much faster now. Nice.
Great pickup here from Mari. Once again, don't let this opportunity get away from you. Seal the deal. If you set up for your safe jump, set up for a moment where you can actually catch him off guard, and beautiful. Exactly like that, Mari. Able to tie up the round and prevent the potential set point. Still on the board, potentially, for Rednose. Just needs to keep going here for Mari. Oh, that spear lands. Forces the breaker off of Rednose.
Still, again, far reaching on that back three. Nice jump in.
Okay, backs away. That is a full whip punish thanks to that spear. Gonna get the Hellfire. Full hit confirmed right now for Mari. And Rednose slowly building up the bar, but just barely getting the first bar. All the low hits and connects here for Mari. He's gonna be able to keep the corner.
Stared out. What are you doing down here? Blocking? Crazy.
Don't let him set up Sento. There goes Sento right now on the full screen.
Oh.
No, he got hit by the projectile. That is not what Mari needs right now. Mari still, though, has that full bar meter for a breaker just in case it needs to be used and reset on the damage. But Mari closing in on Fatal Blow. We're going to go ahead and use it. But there we go. Breaker is used now. Rednose gonna sacrifice Sento, gets hit by the low though, and that's gonna go into Fatal. So Mari seals it, stops the game number 3, or the 3 points on the board, and takes it and puts himself on the board now.
Yeah, very good pace on this round here in particular. Honestly, that full screen sword toss only connecting, I think, because Mari was really trying to shut down Sento before the threat got too close. That is exactly what Rednose wanted, to at least have that opportunity to close the gap. Just the fake threat of Sento really challenging Scorpion there, but Mari's still able to cover this out here. Still take that dub. So we go into this game number 4 as Mari stems the bleeding here. Nitara, excellent pick. Again, like, you're not going to use the reflect here on Nitara. It's a lot more about the teleport opportunities, the low tail shots as well, just for the plus frames, continue pressure. And like you had called out, Saki, it is literally just trying to make sure that Rednose doesn't have a turn. Doesn't have a turn to push the offense with Sento. Doesn't have a turn to make that full screen call. I mean, it can set the pace here. We'll see if Rednose continues. I would imagine you continue with Sub-Zero, just to have that armor opportunity in case if tail does become a regular threat for Mari here.
Become a crutch.
I could win this fight with or without it.
Like I mentioned before, you know, we're seeing Mari make really good decisions, but it's all about trying to stop Rednose from accomplishing the Sento game plan. Because the minute Sento's out, that's where I feel like Rednose becomes like the big brain out of the both of them, and that's just simply from the fact that, like, hey, I'm gonna use this as my decoy. Go ahead and try to actually hit my decoy. Watch what's gonna happen.
Absolutely. 4-3 launcher series. There we go, 4, 3, 4. Oh my God. The spacing, are you kidding me? Mari, not to be deterred whatsoever. Your fate is inevitable, Rednose. The round going to Mari.
Amazing. Honestly, I'm so happy to see Mari be playing Scorpion like this at this level, and honestly, it's just probably because like he even sees the depth of how this character has improved,
right?
With some of those buffs and with the cameos themselves too.
Yeah, I mean, camo certainly. Oh, the duck certainly come in handy here. Nice spear, bring it close. Hellfire to teleport, get the conversion for. Look, we're back in mid-screen, but we're close to the west coast. Let me show you what it looks like over here. Yes, armor up. Spear is just null and void at that point.
Jump back. There goes the back three. Teleports. And because of Motaro's buff, even though you won't be able to teleport within a hit, you'll still be able to go onto the other side at the very least if you're successful on the teleport.
I mean, gosh,
oh,
gets
wow.
you away from gets you away from the potential of Sento to smother you with offense there.
I wonder if the reason why we're seeing so many teleports from Mari off of the cone formation is because we know that Rednose has that full bar of meter.
Yeah, just take the straight hit, teleport away.
Yeah, no, honestly.
Ooh.
Oh, but that's not good. 10 seconds on the clock though. 251 versus 188. That is Sento. You just gotta avoid.
Oh
no! The overhead from Kenshi. Ay.
When Sento comes barreling down your door, like there's very little to stop him. Nice corner position again, spear. This is looking much like what we saw in that first initial round here, where we just dominate in that corner presence. Oh, jeez, nice down back 2 forward.
I think Mari wants to try to either get a punish or just try to close in the gap. It's that indecision there that's gonna cost them. But we do wake up buttons here. That 3 teleport.
Ooh, nice call out on the up block right there. Just empty jump, make you think twice. Good retreat. Again, that life lead. Missed the throw. Beautiful duck. Rednose calling it out a mile away.
Ooh. The spear.
Oh!
Oh, and that is perfect for Mari. I think this kills.
I mean, it's looking like it just might. I mean,
Yeah, it does.
you go for spear, let the opponent block it, teleport, and spear again. Mari is playing on another level right now. 2-all in the set.
Finish him.
There you have it. We're tied up going to game 5. Our first top 8 and already game 5. Game 5. I'm not surprised. I'm really not.
With the Scorpion, too.
I think that's the most surprising thing because very seriously though, I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with Mari and they tend to obviously associate Kenshi with Mari. But the fact that Mari is saying like, just because I play a really good character doesn't mean that my strength is in just that character.
Right.
And honestly, I'm loving the Scorpion. I love the game plan that Mari has been able to establish with Scorpion. And coming back from such really tough health deficits too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Dialogue kind of alluded to it in the chat, right? It's just like, when you're a good player, you pick up whatever character you want. You're going to do well. And here you are, like with Scorpion, right? Like, of course, it also shows how close all these characters can really be, especially backed with a strong supporting cameo like Motaro, right? You're getting that teleport opportunity, the tail shot again. Like, I can't stress that enough. The buff to tail shot alone was absolutely huge. That was all the way back at DreamHack, right? So that's a long time coming to see Motaro really show up here with Mari put in the work on this Scorpion. Final game of the first match of top 8.
The Fire Temple.
Why won't you help train the Tyra?
Every character is crazy.
Yeah, I would also agree with you there. Every character has really good strengths, really solid features. You know, I feel like if a character is bottom one, it's not because that they're a bad character. It's just simply like someone has to be on that list.
Right, exactly. It's not terrible to be the worst of the best, you know, like. All right, there we go. Got our launcher here. 4, 3, 4. Oh no.
Yeah, I love that Mari uses that. That's a safe jump into the mid. But now this is where Rednose gets to play his game.
Patience here. Yeah, good luck trying to weather the storm that is Sento. You see how slow that meter takes to drain away. All right, and we might survive here. Mari just stayed locked in.
Took the throw as
No,
well.
what a down two.
And that's going to be blocked and punished as well. Perfect for Mari, who's on set point, so close to the reverse 3-0.
Any other character might not have been able to make that punish. We're talking, oh, down back 4 from Smoke. The back 4-1 from Scorpion here to close it out. And, you know, just very few characters could, what, a stand 4 from, oh my goodness. Sorcerer? What's the sorcerer's name? Why can't I remember his name?
Or Quan Chi.
Quan Chi! Oh my goodness.
That's the necromancer.
Thank you.
Get your classes right, Zero. You play Final Fantasy. You play Final Fantasy.
That was, I can't believe it. I had a strong point and I brain farted at the worst moment here. All right. Nice jab. See, that's the worry, right? Because you get the jab. And we saw before, we went for that command, or the hit grab here off the full screen scenario. But
Not
Mari
only
able to
that,
find the conversion.
we caught Rednose while sheathing Sento, so that was huge damage for Mari to take out on Rednose.
Stand 2, and we're not committing to it, right? You got another button right after that. You can at least get a combo going in. Ooh, try to jump out. Not a good look.
Ooh, not a good look indeed. And we are on the final round.
Crazy. This is how we kick off the top 8 run here. Full screen caution, full meter for Rednose right now. Spent it on the force push.
That back 3 buff is just so good because it reaches so far and you can easily hit confirm into that special move sphere to do what you need to do. Tried to call out the overhead. No, we're just gonna summon out Sento. We're gonna jab at Sento. The grab restarts Sento.
Ooh, nice back 3. Able to get that cancel.
I think Mari might be able to kill here actually. If not, we'll get the restand, or sorry, the restart. Because he has 3 bars to do it.
You could just time this out. Yep, all the time in the world, full meter. So even if you make a mistake, you got the breaker, can reset neutral. 30 seconds of waiting, and you could be, oh god.
It's so scary, Zero.
Oh no! You have a teleport too, Mari!
But he can't,
Okay.
Oh, there he goes! That's what he needed! Mari, able to accomplish it, gets the reverse 3-0 off of Rednose.
Woo!
We're finally out of the jail cell of being bottom tiers.
Finally!
We made it, boys! We made it!
They buffed Smoke, it's great. They didn't give him mid, but that's fine. They still buffed him. Here we are. Ludi gonna start screaming at El Kukui, who is on the stream for the first time today.
And I see that it's a Khameleon too, like you mentioned, actually.
Oh yeah, Ludi opted for Khameleon here, and very curious. I wonder because, you know, we kind of touched on some of those changes here, but the fan liftoff, having a little bit of a nerf here where you can get stuffed out of it, right? So you're not just gonna get out of jail for free for doing something unsafe. Ooh, nice. Jump, Ferra, follow up.
Oh, Scream gets the landing. And then we're gonna go end with the notable.
Yeah, while we're here, a quick, look over El Kukui's run. 3-1 over Hourglass of Rain to advance into this top 8. And even in the background, taking on Captain Coyd and even Bustman, who we saw earlier up against PointPrometheus.
One thing that I wanted to note here as well, giving the update on the runs. On the other side of the lower half of the bracket, we do see Online KO moving on over No Green, and Hourglass moving over BlackouT. So Hourglass will be fighting against Rednose.
Oh, okay. Potentially, we do have a run back in this top 8, so we will see how that shakes down. Starting off great for Ludi here. Another chase that we saw on Khameleon as well. If you hit Jade during the Jade Glaive toss, the return will not come through. So that is open territory for a full punish if you can catch Jade before it happens.
What I really like is that, because there were rumors that Jade's Glaive plus on block was taken away. I'm glad that they didn't do that and just kept that change instead, because it really does normalize the Glaive a lot better.
Right, that's such a fair call out, because honestly, there are a lot of instances where players do get that challenge, you get that hit, and it feels so unrewarding to get that hit. Like, you defended well, and you earned that, so you should have the opportunity to punish because your opponent made that bad tag call. Oh, nice low there, but the forward one will connect here.
Notice too, El Kukui respecting the fan lift a little too much. Fan lift happened right after the cartwheel, even though the cartwheel was blocked. And now in this new meta, you can actually challenge the fan lift a little bit better.
It's going to be tough to remove that muscle memory, though. We've been so conditioned to respect that fan lift, to expect to get that get out of jail for free card situation. And now that's not the case anymore. That is a full punish opportunity that players will be able to start taking advantage of. And again, only a couple days into this patch, so there's still plenty on the table to really learn and capitalize on. El Kukui about to bring out peace.
Not surprising. Not surprising. I actually would have expected Tanya, but we might. No, we'll go with the Peacemaker. Interesting enough, choosing Peacemaker after the serious nerfs that he got makes me wonder what El Kukui has cooking with this character.
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of the nerfs for Peacemaker in particular were just kind of warranted, right? Like, in terms of how this character works, in terms of like the force field opportunities and how quickly he had recovery situations here. The Eagle Strike fix was certainly very important here, because this character could keep sending Eagly out pretty frequently here.
Yeah, that's the one thing too, though, that he is someone that can still take you out. But look, the bait off of the up block, thanks to the float, was able to cancel down, and Ludi still be able to punish it completely.
Keep the torpedo out. Nice force field just in the nick of time, but it's only going to take those 2 hits. Jump in, successful from Ludi.
Yeah, that's another thing. If you turn on force field, it is punishable, so you have to do it off of a hard knockdown. You can't do it for free either.
Gonna get down 3, that's a little too far away. And torpedo to the other side, got a force field.
You can stay patient over here and just wait. Yep, torpedo also high.
Yeah, that nerf as well. I almost forgot about that one, being able to low profile it just by ducking. But it's still tricky to punish despite that change.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, there's no doubt about it. Like, a lot of these changes, they're going to be difficult to punish. But notice how easier it has been for Ludi to manage this entire, like full screen approach.
Ooh,
oh,
okay.
No, okay. I see.
Yes.
I see you, Kukui.
Let's not forget, once you're putting yourself in an airborne position, you can summon that Ferra strike. And that would include if you send out Eagly, because Peacemaker is now airborne in that state.
Had enough, motherfucker?
I see what El Kukui was cooking now. I'm like, it's kind of tough to play this character again, after all the nerfs, and then bam, airborne state. It was like, okay.
You let Peacemaker get close enough. You have the low eagly into high. It's a very fast low high situation. All right, nice. Down 3.
Yeah, and
Oh,
then
not
of
able to
course,
pick that one. You know, great call out on El Kukui to pull back on that because you can get a follow up here. It's very tight window to get that conversion though.
oh, that is not good for Ludi because we'll be able to end with Nehhero, and then it's just chip damage. Nope, we just get the dart out.
Get sniped.
Peacemaker wins.
Maker.
May I just say that I think Peacemaker would be best friends with Ferra.
Yeah, you know what? I could see Ferra on the Suicide Squad.
Right? I would go as far as to say is that if Ferra made a visit into Peacemaker's show, 100% the antics would be turned up to like 1,000.
It would fit. It would absolutely make sense. I could see that. I could totally see Ferra being in Peacemaker.
But yeah, you know, what a change up, right? Like, once again, really highlighting that, like, yeah, this character has a lot of weakness. This character, you can't get away with some of the stuff you were getting away with before. And then all of a sudden, I'm airborne. So let the chaos ensue from that. And once Ludi got hit by that, it kind of crumbled away.
Right. I mean, honestly, we talked about it earlier. How cameos cover some of the weaknesses of characters or even expand upon their possibilities, and this is a perfect example of that here. All right, Flo tried to block and unfortunately opened up a little bit too early. Ludi catching El Kukui's deer in the headlights in the corner position here. Oh, God.
Breaking it completely. Oh my gosh.
I mean, that hop was beautiful from Ludi. Down 1, no flawless for you. I think the mission has been achieved.
One thing that also we just got to see is if you're trying to summon Ferra on block, you can actually try to force a poke and stop Ferra from being used in that instance. Depending, of course, still on the block string and whatnot, but something to lab as you're getting used to this new cameo.
Absolutely. I mean, it's going to be one of those situations where we start to challenge our cameos a bit more. Not even just Ferra, but also Khameleon, which we're not seeing here in this matchup at all, right? You know, back to Sub-Zero for Ludi to avoid the projectile war here. If you get the chance to. The way that El Kukui is pressuring right now, full screen. We just got armored up with the down 3. I think that one might have been down 4. The angle's a little 50, but either one is a gunshot. I can't be far off.
Staggers from the 1-2. Okay, canceling the float early. Down 1 check. Down 1 takes out the armor. Ludi's super low on health though. Avoids torpedo.
There you go.
You can't up block that. The best thing you could do is try to flawless block it, but because it's the overhead, it's very difficult.
I love the sound design on that though. You just hear him say anti-gravity go way above into the heavens. Like, well done. I don't know, it's like really well done. Alright, go for down 4, no approach. Sonic boom. Got the full conversion. Ooh. Really believed it. Still got the breaker at least. Nice.
Forward throw.
We put ourselves in this corner and had a difficult time trying to get right back out. Ludi, nice jab, calling out not only Eagly, but also the Ferra attempt.
That's a very scary poke. You could have eaten a lot from it, but again, Ludi is trying to challenge everything possible so he doesn't get hit by that overhead. Throw. There goes the Lush Shaker. That's exactly what Ludi needed. Should be able to get what he needs from this. Again, the low health. You don't want to let El Kukui get away with all of that bar. Oh no.
You're floating.
Oh,
thank God.
overhead.
Yeah, you don't have the health to survive the next hit. So that's totally fine for Ludi here. Make the challenge, get the 2-1 lead.
Sindel wins.
I was a little bit scared there, especially because that fatal blow, you just never know sometimes, right? Especially when you're thinking, yeah, you know, I can definitely get that hit in. I should be able to kill with enough time before the health, you know, goes down.
Right.
So thankfully that worked out.
Sindel.
Yeah, that amount of health. No amount of armor is going to save you here. El Kukui going for Scorpion this time. We saw this with Bari, so exact same plan here.
Fire Temple.
Both your parents were excellent fighters.
I can only hope to live up to their example.
How do you know? How do you know his parents?
Fight.
Maybe they were Adenians? Didn't cryomancy come from Adenians?
Is that right? Because they're both Earth Realmers, though. Or at least, you know, Kuai Liang is.
I don't know.
Interesting. Well, we got the throw punish here. I mean, massive life lead for Ludi. And again, an up block attempt. Very risky stuff.
This is a back throw. It would be interesting. Yep, there goes that back three. But we have the ice armor, so you're gonna have to not be able to use that. Back throw again here from El Kukui. One checks. Down one again to stop the spinning. Ooh, that was a good lush shaker. Didn't kick him from though.
Yeah. Nice range, so not going to be able to get punished on the spear, but we do snipe out the teleport. El Kukui trying to make the return. Don't spend on Fatal Blow quite yet. Not enough to get the kill. Next hit will, though. On either side, really.
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, that. Oh, no punish off of the whiff cartwheel. Probably recovered more faster than El Kukui thought.
Yeah. Oh, armored up, though. At the very last moment, too.
Yeah, I think when we kind of rank what's the better teleport, Nitara has to be the best just because you can literally do something and then teleport away and you're far away,
Right.
you're not close up. Like Khameleon teleport.
Yeah, you know, out of all the teleports, right? Because you do have, like, Kung Lao, which we see a lot, but that's a little more closer. It's easier to get punished by if you mistime it. You don't have to worry about the low hat teleport either, right?
Yeah.
You just have Mataro shot to go for. Tricky stuff. We haven't seen the follow-up after the 4-1 quite often enough from Ludi, so that is, you know, it makes sense that you might open up there. Ludi with the, or excuse me, El Kukui with the air-to-air. Going down this round here.
One of the best rounds that El Kukui could hope for here.
Yes. Oh, with the throw! Strips away the ice armor, too.
Have to be careful with that float. That float was super low to the ground, but we get the back throw. Good Oki. And that's going to also stop, that's also going to be able for Ludi to play some defense. The forward throw now. Very nice. Avoiding the back three, and on top of that, getting a hit confirm. That also forces El Kukui on using their breaker. And he still has enough health to kind of hold that throw.
Yeah, we're certainly not out of the woods yet here. Oh, too far away for the throw. All right, this might be on this next combo where El Kukui utilizes the fatal blow. We'll see the type of situation we get in and the routing that we go for here.
Oh no.
No, please not like this. We'll find out here in just a moment, folks. I mean, that life lead is... Oh.
A bittersweet anticlimactic ending there. But Ludi does get to move on.
So, okay. Asking for a DQ entirely and walking out of the bracket. So, all I can will move on to loser semis. Of course, we've seen plenty of Mataro here. All right, here we go. Winners finals, Ludi versus Mari, as we start to use the last of the Batrino codes. 4 of them remain.
again, using that Ferra combo to start off the round. We saw a little bit of the run, and then we saw the overhead as well. What I would like to see from Mari is hit confirm more often than try to go for those runs. You really only want to go for those runs when you're really having a hard time trying to open up someone, especially on the defense, when they're defending like this, right? Blocking the lows, blocking the overheads.
Oh, nice jump in, Spirit. Let's keep it going. Good back dash. Just outside the range. And Scorpion's certainly one of those characters that can challenge the forward one from Sindel at a max range. You're able to get the punish, or even just a block, you can get the punish. Actually, no, you had just barely outside the range here because you had that with punish opportunity.
It's a stream, but it doesn't hit confirm. The up block, but the up block response from Ludi is what seals the deal in this next interaction.
Yo, Ludi with the maximum knowledge on this matchup here. Got the low. Yeah, fell a little later here for the high, and Ludi able to convert it into a round. Maximum energy here from Ludi right now. I mean, big stuff on those plays. Nice anti-air down one.
Hit by the armored cartwheel. Oh wow, that deep jump in hitting from the other side.
The down two, but we still have the low hat coming through to keep this thing going here. Just negligible damage here for Mari, but a good chunk against Ludi there. But that life lead, you could take sacrifices like that. Oh no, stood up!
Big damage right now coming in from that launcher. We get hit by the overhead. That also resets the scaling, so you get to eat all of this damage, pure and simple. And Mari tying up on the rounds.
Final round. Fight.
Oh, the teleport. Right after back three, I love the cancel. I mean, honestly. Patience. Oh, and there's the trick, right? You're gambling whether or not the follow-up comes through on that 4-1. Nice. Got the lift off. Low for low. Stand 4 converts.
Good corner combo right now. That's going to be the Hellfire. It does restand, but not going to be able to continue the combo. Doesn't really have the cameo to continue it either. Try to steal back in turn, but gets hit by the screen. Up block. Oh, and thanks to that, we were able to also we also had the auto blocks happen as well, so we didn't get hit by the Khameleon hat.
Right. Oh, a little bit of a backstep here. Unfortunately, gonna get called out. Mari looking for a single shot. That was the opportunity, but unfortunately, low hat saved the day. Oh no.
Ooh.
Thought for sure we're gonna get the punish on the back three. Teleport goes high. Nice spear after the stand 3. 14 seconds left, and Mari will be taking the game.
I won't lie, I kind of felt the anger from Ludi on that. Either the jump 2 was supposed to be a jump 3, or the fact that Ludi got hit by that straight hit, especially from spear, it probably was not something that he was expecting.
Right. Very unfortunate that the low hat didn't even save Ludi in time. All right, well, at least one on the board, and I think that is all the codes, folks. No, 2 more codes. We just need 2 of you to take up some free codes, please. 1 more. There's 115 of you in chat. Surely somebody can use all the codes.
To what do I owe this honor?
Even direct contributions, right? Single dollars. You know, that's 100 people. $100 into the pot. It'd be pretty nice. There we go. All codes used. Thank you so very much.
Good job, everyone. The Elder God 15. Okay.
It's excellent.
Is that your attempt at doing the Elder God's voice?
It was, because it's like the song, the Mortal Kombat song. It said excellent in the song because it's from the, you know, the original Mortal Kombat. That's my attempt. You know, they adjusted the voice, okay? You know, I can't sound like that.
Ooh. Whoa! Wait a minute. That I think
Yeah.
that was hot damage.
That was right after Hellfire too. Like, my goodness.
Okay, that's an up block attempt that's gonna get punished. Both now evenly with health, and one hit to fatal.
Oh, dude, got the shot. Oh no, the down one does get blocked. Duelist, the $32.50 contribution to make it an even $50 in the pot. Let's let these players eat. But you know gamers don't eat. They sit there and play games for 6 hours at a time and then remember to eat.
Listen, those $32 and some change buys a good stack of cup noodles, so I can keep gaming while eating noodles.
You got the noodle warmer at your desk, don't you?
Maybe. Maybe. You don't know my desk. You don't know.
That's fair.
Don't
That's fair.
judge me.
I'm not judging. I'm just asking what appliances you have on your desk to stand to punish. I told you, one of the few characters that can challenge the 4-1 from Sindel, Scorpion.
You are not ready.
Final round.
Mari is just being dominant tonight with Scorpion. It is wild. Back throw. Nope.
We're going back? I don't think so. No teleport, though. This goes for back jump. And unfortunately, not going to get the stand, too. A little bit too far before we could challenge the low hat. Ooh.
Hit confirm from the spear.
Man. I think
What's
everybody's
also-
so cool.
What's also really good for Mari is that these combos are close to 50%. So every time Ludi gets hit, it's literally like half his health bar is gone, and there's the Hellfire.
2-0 lead right now for Mari in this winner's finals. We did see Nitara Nexus. You missed out. It was the first game, but don't you worry. YouTube.com/Tampa Never Sleeps will have your back. It'll be the first one on the docket.
Who's got your back? TNS does. Who has all the tournaments? TNS does.
Let's go.
Sindel, Ferra.
Oh
That's the pose I did, Fetus. How did you know?
It's just listen, you just know you just know the vibes, right?
The crown
It's
is
fair.
indeed
We just
a
got
heavy
nothing but
burden.
vibes here at TNS. No matter what channel you're on.
Round 1. Fight.
All right, Mari sitting on 2-0 right now against Ludi.
Ooh.
And we already start off with the teleport, plus that first hit goes to Mari, so that's an extra bar to work with.
An excellent boon here for Mari. Spear, full screen, it's safe, we're good. TNS, ooh.
Ooh woo! There goes Mari getting the launcher. Ooh woo! There goes the spear. Ooh woo! That's a Hellfire. Ooh woo!
Oh my goodness, wait a minute. All right, got cartwheel out, nice reversal punish. Nice down one. Sneaking her throw here. My turn.
Oh my goodness, the
I don't think-
spacing
it's not
right
even
now
good.
between these two. They're like trying very hard to try to open each other up. Mari sitting on potential set point.
That is a potential set point for ELG Mari, ooh woo. Whoa. Nice hop to get to the snipe here with the hairball.
Okay, down one, check into the grab right here, and then that's gonna be no back throw, just going to the launcher.
Ferra? So cool. So cool. And she gives 150. Seriously. Saki, come on, come on. Come on.
She's the best cameo in the game, dude. I don't want her touched. I really don't. I don't want her to be nerfed. I think
feel
that
like-
just make the other cameos better. Be better. Do better. Okay? Do better.
I'm
other
just
cameos.
saying, like, maybe we don't need all of this. I really, there's a lot. Nice launcher here.
Yeah, you should
They
definitely
did
hear
buff
me.
Darius Fetus.
Ludi finally utilizing that breaker. Opens up Mari, who was trying to duck. That's gonna go straight into Fatal so that Mari could have tried to use Breaker, but I think Mari's like, you know what? No, I need this bar more than I do than to try to break from this Fatal blow. So that's an interesting choice here from Mari.
It's the gamble. I mean, you have a round to play with here. You're already winning a neutral. You erase the Fatal blow in the next round, even if you don't get the close here.
Oh, there goes the armor. That one check.
Oh!
That's cheeky.
We're not going down that path, Saki. I can't believe. AC.
I had to ask. You killed a child soul. I had to make sure we got Kung Lao on the board with Sektor and Hourglass of Rain on Mileena and Kung Lao.
Very cool with the Sektor setup here, and of course we're going to see the double missiles keep things on lock. Try to go for the jump one, and if that would have worked, I would have been impressed. Imagine trying to stick your hand into a garbage disposal in your sink. Think about that. I'm not sure that works.
This is an interesting matchup, right? Because I usually see Latin America go for this pick, just straight up main character pick. It's a really good character, depending on how you play, right? And then this is kind of what you want to be, is aggressive, up in your face, utilizing that armor move. That also spin move is so good for a chip out situation too.
Round 2.
Yeah, my goodness. Like, complete lockdown here from Online Kale right now.
It does use the dive kick to avoid the Kung Lao hack. Again, Sektor missiles. Ooh, yup, that overhead, so cheeky. It's slow, but you end up getting hit by it almost all the time because you're expecting the low.
Especially that max range that we threw it out at, too. All right, watch out for missiles. Not the hard target. Just goes for the last known position. And sometimes it's scary in and of itself because it forces your opponent to make an interaction. Either they have to block it or they move forward, which then creates a more urgent type of approach where you have the opportunity to open up your opponent because they committed to run towards you. Nice Fatal blow.
That was so smart too, because the missile was like, it's the same situation with Raiden, right? You throw out those missiles to cover your visuals. It doesn't kill. Oh no, the missile doesn't come out in time.
Just the one.
Fight.
I think it's so funny. That's the pose he takes to launch a missile. Nice ball.
Oh, yeah.
Has to respect that missile that comes out here.
Stand one and then into the sweep.
Tech on the throw. 50% likely for Hourglass. And what a poke, but no confirm.
Nice. I do like that we're seeing Online Kale respect Kung Lao hack, but it is taking away a lot of chip.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And look how much longer it's going to take for Sektor to come back because we had that interrupt there, so no missiles to support Kung Lao here. Yes, look, the low? Yo, you're going to low block once, right? Right?
We did it once there,
Yeah.
but not necessarily going to be enough.
Huh?
Low sweep there from Hourglass, and then the throw tech though from Online Kale. Those low size happenings, be careful. Yeah, it was a checkmate.
Yeah. It was way too hard to block. You had to get a flawless opportunity there. That window was very tight. I was wondering why we just kind of stood there and stared at Hourglass on the wake up. Like, Kale just did not make a move at all. Wasn't even blocking. All right, well, going into game 2 of this loser semis.
Yep, Hourglass on the board right now. Going back to a little bit what I was mentioning, those missiles do help cover the visuals for the overhead and the low. So it does make you guess a little bit, but I feel like it's not as potent as Raiden's because those interactions, with the exception of the overhead, leads into hard knockdowns versus an actual combo launcher where both of Raiden's strings actually do the opposite. Ooh. I like that up block. I didn't even know you could up block that actually.
Right? Like, we're somersaulting on the ground. Why would you think that?
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Back 4. Unfortunately, gonna get armored through. Shao and Shimmy hold on to the pressure from the missile. And able to get a back throw.
To respect the ball roll and then gets hit by the cartwheel too.
Round 2.
I will say this. I feel like we're playing Sektor still a little bit more of a previous patch than the newer patch, actually. Which is, again, it's part of playing it within a week of the same patch releasing. So a lot of that muscle memory is still there.
Right. Same mindset, just kind of still sticking forward here. And it's, again, like, after that extended period of time, you're still, like you said, trying to work out that muscle memory. And at the very least, we got this pacing, though, from Kale, right, on Sektor that makes it also a little more nerve-wracking to try to make that approach anyways, to try to break out of that mold.
Yeah.
Nice, there we go.
Yeah, because we're seeing a lot of, like, online kill utilizing the single-hit missiles where probably by this time, especially with a player like Hourglass, you're going to want to use those double missiles. And then also, too, we haven't seen the flamethrower yet. That's a big change that a lot of people have been talking about, how you can cancel off of it. And we haven't really seen that from online kill either as well. We also haven't seen any of like the launchers, especially with a full screen. So there's a lot of usage of Sektor right now that not necessarily used for what we were hoping to see, but we're gonna switch over to Peacemaker and see what that brings.
Yeah. Peacemaker still backed up by Sektor. I'm surprised that we haven't really seen a lot of the, like, Cyrax seems like such a solid choice as well, because then you keep that bomb as such a threat across the screen. A little bit of a different threat compared to Missile. Like, yeah, Missile will track if you get the lock on, but we only get the single. And it's such an expensive cost to get that lock on for Sektor there, because you're already down full cameo meter. Yes, you have the threat of Missile time and time again, but with Sektor, you have net. You have bomb that can walk and creep towards you. Even if you hit Cyrax, the bomb still drops.
Right, Hourglass already making a quick work from the first round, and on potential set point, managing this Peacemaker very nicely, too. Okay, I like the torpedo. Avoided the Khameleon hat and using the armor of torpedo. Size. Gonna jump in. Tries to get the cartwheel. No punish off of the blocked cartwheel either. Oh my goodness. I'm seeing so many Mileenas use that instant air ball, and it's honestly so good. It's like they're a great response since it kind of auto targets.
Right. Again, it's a part of that explosivity from Mileena too. This route, that's an anime route, 100%. Like it's so difficult to try to be prepared to block either the low or the high, because you see even online Kale here just kind of, you know, fuzzy blocking here, worried about what's actually going to start spinning from Hourglass with the 3-0 victory over online Kale. Let's see how this goes.
Happy birthday.
Hourglass in the losers finals against Ludi here. Quite the run for Hourglass. 3-0, 3-1, and then another 3-0 here. It's turning 33, huh? Someone said 18, someone said 33.
He's getting older.
There is an additional year to be added.
It's also Rednose's birthday too.
Oh, sick. I saw Rednose earlier.
That's crazy. Y'all are Leos. Woo. Okay. Interrupting the cartwheel as well. You know, speaking of runs, Ludi also making a very impressive run until the winners finals. Something to really keep also note of here, that both of these players are really wanting that run back against Marty.
All right, nice launch. I mean, Hourglass has been in the grand finals position several times here on TNS. trying to make that run against the LG Mari, but can Ludi close this out? Nice block on teleport. Good patience there with Stream for the restand.
Okay. Goes for the float. Gonna get the grab going here for the forward throw to keep the corner position right now. And the slight delay on the float to make sure that Hourglass stays blocking.
Jeez. Almost max range, but the low hat is certainly going to save the day here for Hourglass. Not quite getting the conversion we're looking for. That stand one whiffing.
Falls blocking the down one as well. Both of them also running Killaaken hat. I just noticed that. So it's been like literally trying to get that hat. We have the teleport for the side switch, and that's a hit confirm here for Ludi, who takes back the round.
That's the thing, is that these two will always run Kung Lao against each other. I don't think that this match between these two has changed in the last like 4 months. Like, these two are playing the exact same characters and still trying to piece together what will have the other coming out on top here. Nice screen restand for Ludi.
Forward throw from Ludi. Really trying to keep Hourglass of Rain locked down. That was a good overhead, pretty much creating the unblockable situation and forcing Hourglass to break.
Like a ball? Oh, too far away. Needed the meter, and we don't have it. Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I like that, because honestly, trying to go for that stand, or trying to force out a stand from Ludi, make it think it's going to be a dive kick. And TNS at the rate of 996. Thank you so much. That must mean that SVC Chaos has come to a close.
Welcome everyone. We hope you enjoyed the SVC Chaos exhibition matches. I'm sure it was super hype. And with that, Hourglass of Rain on the board right now.
4 games straight so far. 4 games straight.
This
So for
match... sorry, go for it.
No, yeah, that's all right. For everyone that just came in, of course, Matcherino codes have been used up. That doesn't mean we've closed. The Matcherino can still make direct contributions. A single dollar going such a long way into that Matcherino. With 900 additional viewers jumping into the stream, that does mean we could hit that full top 8 payout if every single one of you donates a single dollar into the Matcherino.
Indeed. One of the things I find interesting about this matchup, Zero, is that they're so evenly matched. Like, both of them are trying to do the same kind of game plan. Both of them are actually trying to really check each other and keep a really good corner pressure. Like I've mentioned before, if you're new to NRS games, the corner is your safe space. The corner is where you really want to be most of the time in NRS games.
Exactly, and it makes it all the better because there's no room to escape. You're not going to let... I mean, honestly, for Mileena, I feel like she might be okay being at the mid-screen because she can still go for the tilt and tumble shenanigans here. But corner position, especially, for Sindel, is certainly potent. Because then you're locking in with that max range on 4-1, able to follow through with one hat.
Oh my goodness. This is not good for Ludi, who just goes down to the Kung Lao hat.
Stared up, but we just got down one.
There goes the forward throw. Another thing too I'm noticing here from Hourglass of Rain Zero, the spacing off of these stand twos. Definitely leaving Ludi much to desire in the air, but getting anti-aired every single time. And if not, the Kung Lao hat catching on the ground almost every single time too.
It's true. Yeah, I mean, it's the way that we do kind of cover that, multi-approach that that Hourglass might be wanting to make. Now that we have Kung Lao available on the side of Hourglass, we might see a little bit more of an offensive pressure here to try to return into mid-screen again. Nice little micro duck, no poke though.
Goodness gracious, the Kung Lao hats are going full force right now. Oh, the ball roll doesn't get punished. The block on the car wheel. Great call out here from Hourglass of Rain. And that's going to be corner position right now. Full damage too.
Not quite crossing to the finish line though.
8 seconds on the clock.
Oh, I mean, unless you get this fatal blow, it's over. Charge it up, nothing you can do.
That must be so frustrating. Just trying to catch Hourglass of Rain with such a low deficit of time. And you know that Hourglass of Rain is just playing for time at that point. Anything but just letting Ludi try to come back. I don't even think Ludi had a lot of bar to work with anyways, too.
Yeah, it was looking pretty dire there. And honestly, that's the game that you play. Like, it is that risk that you run when you are a zoning character, that the clock can go pretty long in the tooth. And you better hope that you're on the positive end of that point in the game. Because if you are at, like, that life deficit, what reason does a character like Mileena have to, you know, make an approach?
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
Round 1. Fight.
Ludi needs to make a comeback here. If not, it's not looking good to try to make it back to grand finals.
Yeah, no kidding. And if I'm not mistaken, this is one of those matchups that Ludi kind of. This is one of those hurdles that Ludi runs into. The Mileena matchup in particular, like one of their own personal, you know, pain points in Mortal Kombat matchups.
Throw. Down 1 check though from Hourglass on the wake up side.
Down 1.
Ooh, not good. The throw whiffed completely. And Hourglass of Rain keeping it meterless almost, with the exception of the Khameleon hat, and now on potential set point.
Oh!
Oh my god.
Overhead. Keep Ludi guessing. Bird of Prey starter, immediate break. And honestly, that's what we've been saving a lot of meter for, to get out of these bad situations. But what a trade in favor of Hourglass to put almost 400% or 40% damage on the table.
This is not looking good for Ludi. So much health has been lost. It's gonna honestly take a lot of hits and a lot of meter, but that doesn't mean it. Ludi leaving the session before the finish screen. Yup.
It's Hourglass's birthday.
Listen, between both of these two, one of them has already tasted the winner's side. We can play around. It's not the birthday yet. It's only 20 minutes. 20 minutes till then.
You know, one thing that gets me is I completely forgot to pick up the stage when it was available, so now I don't have it.
Me too, and I'm hoping they sell it. So I can pay my $7 like I did with story mode. Please
sell it, because I learned my lesson. I wasn't playing Invasions. I'm sorry, and this is the price I pay.
To be fair, was that the end of Invasions? That was a lot of hours.
Right, you know, like, come on.
Okay, great throw tech here from Hourglass of Rain, who's already consistent with some health points, but we got Mari, who, again, going for that run-up. Don't want to go for those mind games just this early, especially if you get those hit confirms. The back 3 gets whiffed, though.
Oh, teleport. Got the launcher as well. Stand 3 a couple times for spear. Jesus, the damage 490. Come on. He's so cool.
You wanted to see the damage. I love that down too. That is the first time we actually get to see a challenge off of that. And we back away from the air ball so that Hourglass of Rain lands on the ground instead of hitting you.
Have you no fire in your belly?
Round 2. Fight.
So I'm gonna play Scorpion.
I think you should.
If Takeda doesn't work out, I'm playing Scorpion.
Honestly, he looks so good this patch. Like and I don't say that easily with Scorpions.
I definitely don't say that about Scorpions at all, because they're dangerous.
Okay, breaker here from Mari. Still within a good chunk of health left. Not exactly in favorable territory at the moment. Got hit by the stand 1-2 string. Gonna be not enough yet. Chip out with the Khameleon hat though.
Yeah, nice answer back in kind here. They're both going to be just as explosive in damage. And Hourglass, I think, is a little more accessible with that, but when you're backed up with Ferra on Scorpion here, like, I think it's just as accessible for Scorpion throughout the match. Block low, yeah, the fear. Because even if you jump, you have so much damage, so you try to take the lesser of two evils in that scenario. Yeah, that extra 150, you called it out, I'm your father, like, goodness gracious. The extra 150 for Ferra helping out tremendously. It's crazy. Saki, I can't, I don't know. It's wrong, I feel like.
It's only wrong because everybody doesn't have equal base health. If it was equal base health, all of y'all will shut up. So
Yeah, you're right. If it was equal.
you know it's true. Because why does Scorpion get to have 1150, but Nitara only gets 1050? Quan Chi only gets 1050.
Okay.
Garrus only gets 1050. Make all health values for every character the same, with maybe one or two tanky characters getting maybe 50 plus health, and then watch how easy that 150 will be accepted. Okay?
Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I mean, you do have to try to chase down Nitara. You gotta try to chase down Quan Chi.
Man.
You know,
Man.
if you're difficult to track,
Listen, Sierra. It sounds like a skill issue.
it
okay?
is a skill issue. That's
Sounds
for sure.
like a skill issue, my guy.
You're right. Yeah, you're right.
If I gotta break my hands, you can break your hands too.
I already did. I left. Anyways, game number 2. Hourglass is the first one. Smoke hurts, man. Smoke hurts a lot.
So does Mileena. Hourglass's Mileena hurts a lot too.
Launch. Big damage incoming.
Ooh,
Oh,
there we go.
reset for the launcher. Good stuff.
That's the stuff that I like to see from Mari. Getting those hit confirms off of that. Okay. Not gonna get the up block. And again, because it was fully charged up, that's the stumble. Ooh, up block on that third hit. That was so good there from Hourglass, and Raiden is gonna cash out.
Yeah, I mean, you may as well try to cross the finish line. Less of a threat in the last round, but Hourglass is looking to set the pace in this set.
510 damage, and utilizing the fatal blow for that. Gotta be careful with the Kung Lao hat. Ooh, too close to the corner and too close to the air ball. That's gonna be cartwheel, another cartwheel here. Okay, nice whip punch though. Gonna get Ferra to get the launcher. Should be another 50% if Hourglass doesn't break here. 49, better said. Flawless block, up blocking on the string, nice.
Spear, bring it in. Ooh, Hellfire finish. Let's go. Let's go.
Mari tying up the round. Really trying to get up on the board. The down 2 again. Mari probably being one of the only few people that actually down 2 after that, knowing that Hourglass is trying to establish a pressure and still taking the Kung Lao hat because you get restand. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all that's gonna happen. Versus if you get cartwheel, that's a hard knockdown, and then you gotta guess on
Right.
the Yuki.
So I guess you just take the overhead at that point then every time, which in a lot of cases, that is kind of the damage you take. That is the lesser of two evils. I'd rather take the negligible damage of overhead. That does eventually add up, but you know, it's better than getting opened up for a full combo like this at 387.
Health is not even, but will be just about depending on the hit. But we're gonna use Breaker to stop the bleeding.
Hourglass trying to close this one out here, being very cautious. Does get our back throw.
Ooh, that sweep doesn't go punished.
The stand two, Mileena ball, the air-to-air superiority of Mileena. with a 2-0 lead in Grand Finals, trying to make this reset happen.
The good news is that Mari does have games to work with. So even if Hourglass of Rain does win these next 3, that doesn't mean that Hourglass takes the bracket. Mari still will have a life left, and Hourglass will still need to win another 3 games to confirm it.
Just the way he says, it's like, oh, I won 3 games. I don't believe you. Do it again. That's ultimately what it is, right?
Why refuse me? I wish to honor your service.
The Shirai Ryu do not seek
2-0
glory.
lead again here in Hourglass. Wait a minute. We're at 8 games straight for Hourglass of Rain. Not rounds, mind you, but 8 games straight of victory.
That is true.
Already got our first hit bonus, full screen. Watching out for that timing on the spear or teleport potential as we wait for Low Hat. Plus, Motaro's a threat. Now that we're creeping forward here, just a little bit, Low Hat will be negated.
We did see that this was a better pick, especially when going up against Rednose earlier, using Motaro for that. So hopefully it will work out here on this stage. And looking like it is for sure, especially with that low to deal with.
Oh, what are we trying to down 2 for? It would have traded out on Hat if the cartwheel would have came through, but Hourglass, extraordinary patience here. Oh, he tried. Bring it back in. 3-2.
Safe jump. Gets close for the mid. Does get hit by the overhead. Ooh. That is scary. That ball roll is definitely scary. Both air ball and grounded ball too. Getting hit by the overhead. It's one more round before Hourglass resets the bracket.
Fight.
Ooh, ball anti-air. Bring it down. And corner position, no less. I mean, beautiful start. Wake up, back forward, too. We do have corner swap again. Nice cancel. Bring it in. Go ahead, 321 for that. And you stay very close in the corner. You do have Tail Beam to help out. What's interesting is that once we got in this corner position, we saw almost little to no Motaro assists. And it was all Scorpion play. Now we're at the mid screen, so we're going to see a little bit more of that Motaro pull in. Whether it be the advancing crawl to reflect on the Hat. Nice teleport, but not the close range one that we're looking for.
I found it really interesting in that interaction, Zero, when Hourglass went to do the air ball with the projectile, because Motaro was still with the shield and it wasn't hit, the projectile actually interrupted the combo, so potentially saved Mari from eating a very large combo.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's certainly there. We didn't walk away last game, or actually I think it was the first game we got the full screen walk and don't get the punish, but the reset from Hourglass, 3-0 victory, and one more set to go. We're talking 9 games straight on a birthday, so that's the play. You start your birthday out losing. It's your final day of the last year that you had, you know, and then you go into a brand new year, rising from the ashes. Hourglass setting themselves up for a wonderful start to another year around the globe.
Kung Lao, Ferra, Kung Lao.
All right, we see the switch from Mari to Kenshi, and I kind of expected this just because we saw the change to Motaro. Again, it worked against Rednose, but it didn't work this time against Hourglass. And technically speaking, that's your last chance to try it out, right? Like, that's your last chance to figure out if it's working, to try to do the reverse 3-0 comeback. It didn't work. Okay, now let's go back to a stronger character that can really deal with Mileena at this time.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to go for the mid-range with the Fujin buttons here. Overhead does get blocked, but a step back challenge here from Mari. Big open up, and now the sandwich begins. Oh, nice. Put the box at the door again.
Yeah, this is where you're definitely going to be more comfortable taking these hits from Sento and Kenshi. Now Sento fully out for the count. Gonna have to try to resummon him or get hit by the swords and some of these loops that we like to see from the uppercuts.
You almost impressed me.
Round 2.
Almost impressed. Wow. I think this is just mostly revenge, really. All things considered, it's a lore match, right? She's the cause of the blindness.
He was kind of asking for it.
What?
I mean, you don't just bother literally the Adunians and sneak into their home and then be like, hey, we're here to help.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I guess.
Shouldn't have been there in the first place, you know?
You know what? You're right. You should have minded your own business, actually. That is facts.
Or you could have just been honest. They've been like, listen, this is happening.
Oh, breaker. Yep, and overhead again. Nice launch. Mari on the cusp of closing out that game 1 and reset, and certainly does. The Scorpion experiment closing it out.
See, Peter knows. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Exactly. If anything, he should be thanking Mileena.
I don't know. The
Yeah.
2 knives to the eyes just to get Sento skills? No, we already had Sento skills, whether or not we were going to be blind. The sword was possessed.
We wouldn't have gotten the ghost without the pain.
Well,
No pain, no gain.
no, that we wouldn't have got the ghost if Johnny was, you know, didn't have that moment of weakness. Not even weakness, really, just like felt bad for stealing a family heirloom.
Is it really stealing if it's yours?
No, because Johnny bought it. I mean, I guess it depends upon, you know what, actually, that's a big can of worms. That's, there's a lot. That's heavy, actually, because you're so right.
See? You see? I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you do. You do. Low does get blocked here again. Longer recovery time for Ferra.
Oh my gosh, the respect.
Ooh.
The grab as well for the hard knockdown. Okay, launcher, Sento. Yup, this is exactly what you want here for this corner. Hourglass does have Breaker though, but it might not be wise to use it here in this moment. It's going to be a lot to try to take back here, especially for such a round. Yep.
This isn't my first fight.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, nice. Oh, actually, yeah, uses a bit of that armor to avoid. All right, goes some over it. That, come on, that can't feel good, right? Like you just threw this young child down at the ground.
In her
And the
eyes, she's
sound
getting
was
needed.
just so...
In her eyes, she's getting needed. It's fine.
Okay. It sounded like a whole spinal adjustment upon landing. Launcher.
Big pressure right now. Hourglass trying to flawless block some of these hits. Does successfully get it, so doesn't lose a lot of chip. Look at all of these hits.
Yeah.
And wasn't losing it to chip.
Yeah,
But now it's instantly getting hit, so has to use the breaker. Still on the same side though.
Yeah, that was honestly so important in that situation to go for the flawless block. What a poke on Sento. And look at the position we put ourselves in, just outside of the sandwich range. We don't want to get called out here.
One check plus. Tried to back up just to see if there would be attempt to take back the turn. Down 2. Oh wow, we summoned Sento. That didn't hit, the low side didn't hit Sento either this time. The Kung Lao hat does this time. 7 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, 175 available for Mari. Yeah, with 2 seconds left. Mari clutches out a game 2. Okay. Unbelievable. No way we shut this down. 9 games straight. You let the birthday boy rock. Now you know what you have to do, Mari. You gotta follow the script. The one that we talked about before the stream started.
Kenshi, Millena, Ferra, Kung Lao.
I put it out there. I put that curse out there. Don't worry, chat. That was on me. Get
What
Tento
curse?
in here.
Wait, what curse did
Let's
you put?
keep our teeth to ourselves.
I'm
shall
just
we?
saying. I'm just saying, you know.
Round one.
We'll see what happens after this next few games here. Here we go. Mari looking to try to close out the entire tournament.
Okay, the spacing right now. Trying to close in on these gaps. Hourglass trying to throw out the Kung Lao hat as well as the low size for check. Back to the corner. Jumps away from the teleport though.
Jeez, got the side again. Got the Fujin normals. Nice step. We've already earned this ground position, but ooh, I don't think we were ready for her to flip outside of the corner there. That is unfortunate.
It's
Better
also,
positioning here for Hourglass. Go ahead.
and so apologies. It's also a little bit hard to combo off of that consistently because it's a weird hit drop.
Yeah. Ooh, nice little walk under there.
That is good. Getting the bounce to then summon Sento. Goes for the grab and Sento on the other side as well. The side switch.
Yes, good little interrupt here. Got ball, 17 seconds left again. What, 406 for Hourglass. Mari, because we have Ferra, an additional life lead here. 6 seconds left on the clock, and we just stole it. Hourglass making the smart decision to run away with it here. Oh, the teleport!
That was smart of Hourglass because I think the recovery on the landing would have been hit.
Nice ball anti-air. Hourglass might be stopping this momentum for sure. Or at least looking to. Needs to survive. And again, the runaway game working out very well. Nice up block. Brown got her knocked out here. Trying to close it out as best as we can. Backs away. Mistimed on the meaty here, so instead of continuing to press the issue or give opportunity, nice teleport. Getting a little overzealous on chasing down, but overhead pickup. Hourglass Sento summon. As long as we got flawless, there it is. Not gonna offer this meter build, but unfortunately opens up after the overhead.
Sweep. Another sweep though. Tries to go for the down one. Opens up Hourglass. Gonna go for the fatal blow, but that is the breaker right at the last minute. Summon Sentos immediately. Oh, the jab. Goes for projectile. Oh no, tried to jab, but Sento opens up Hourglass. And the corner position is maintained.
Tento, please. Tento, wake up. You can, it's someone's birthday, Tento, please.
Flawless block again. That's a lot of chip damage that is avoided. Wow, that is a lot of chip damage, actually.
Yeah, there's so much.
It's just surprising because it's like you can see that it's a true block string, right? So
Right.
you're holding all of that anyways. But right now, Hourglass is holding all of this. We also have the Sento resummon. Oh, it's literally chip damage. That's it.
And what a closeout with the final cycle of Sento, a brutality. Mari destroys Hourglass's birthday. It's your fault. You should feel terrible for what you've done. Unbelievable. I'm just kidding. Really well done here from Mari, but also really well done from Hourglass on that defense because those flawless blocks were so critical to survive that onslaught. Like.